The Utopia Project.
Hello and welcome to the Utopia Project. It's a little show where we build a lovely little planet out of everything that is great. I'm Chucky T and I'm joined each and every week by Jack Magic. Hello. I said that weird, didn't I?
Yeah, Jack Magic.
Jack Magic.
Turn into a football hooligan. Hey, hey.
You all good there, mate?
Not bad, mate.
Yeah, good. I'm also joined each and every week by the Permanent Shopper.
Welcome to me.
Hello, mate.
How are you?
You're about and that.
I'm about, mate. I'm always around, just being a man.
Yeah, just being a man as fuck.
Yeah, just about.
Well, lads, great news. It is a full squad because working behind the scenes.
Is
Producer Body!
I'm going to be totally honest. I thought I was like, why are you saying back? And I'm like, oh yeah, I had time off, didn't I?
Yeah. So I believe is it because the timeline's all a bit weird because we've recorded strange.
Oh, isn't it?
But you've had so Sharpie wasn't here, you weren't here. You were here, but you was over there.
Yeah.
And then you weren't here.
Yeah.
So this is the first in like 3 or 4 weeks.
Sat
Well,
There's
back,
actually just all 4 of us.
sat
Yeah,
in the right
yeah.
seats,
Yeah.
and everybody's all fine.
Just swap chairs for a laugh.
No, I'm not giving up this one. This is the good one. This is the premium one.
Oh, yeah, you got
This is
fancy
the
one,
that,
haven't
it got broken.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'll just have to buy a fucking fancy one.
Yeah,
won't
I love it when things break and I'm just like, oh no, I'm going to have to buy a new gaming mouse. Oh,
yeah.
well.
Oh dear.
Oh, dear.
That one's broken. Well, good day, mate. You enjoying your little lights behind you that I've put up?
Yes, we're on
Look
air
at that.
now, as you can see.
On
That's
air.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
anybody who's listening, you should check out the video.
Yeah, it looks
podcast.
good now. It doesn't look like you're just in a shed.
No. I think it looked good anyway, but yeah, it's nice little, I've got a little cozy corner now.
Yeah, as we discovered last night, we've recorded, me and Sharpie helped out with Depressed CEO's episode. And
Yes,
it was recorded
yes,
here.
yes.
And I was like, what do you reckon to this, Dave? Do you reckon maybe lighting? And he was like, I don't give a fuck about the aesthetics. He's like, that's Jim's job and he's not here. So just do what you want.
I do think aesthetics are important though. I do, but I'm just like, I'm Mr. Technical Man. Wires and cables and
Yeah. We all had a good week. We're all feeling all right.
Not so bad.
I've been poorly.
Been poorly.
Yeah.
Didn't see that coming.
Yeah, I've got the lurgy that you
Did
got.
it
all that.
propagate you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably, I think because I've done the whole bit of fitness and that recently,
You
vitamins
combat it a
and
bit.
that.
Yeah.
Very good hydrator.
Yeah.
I think I was able to combat it and not be completely dying like I usually would with that sort of illness. Usually it's like 3 days in bed, sweating.
That's the problem I find with the whole the vitamins and the minerals and stuff like that is because when the only time you would know about it of how they work is when you're a little less ill than you think you would be.
Yeah.
But I've been on these Lion's Mane gummies and these super green gummies. I don't feel any different at all. And you're like, what is actually in that gummy? Because it just tastes like
I think,
Probably just shite.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I take the multivits and the Vit D.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just the bog standard.
Do you notice a difference though?
I don't notice the difference day to day. I've noticed it with getting ill. But again, with the sort of take the ashwagandha, and that's more for just the cognitive side of things.
That's
It's not
the only
combating.
one. That's the only
health.
one I take that actually I feel because I double up on them now when I sleep.
Yeah.
And I will sleep through.
Yeah.
It might be the other things we was on about, but probably ashwagandha.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Bit of the ashwagandha.
you Dave, just in
Bit of the ashwagandha.
dealer's corner.
Ashwagandha.
Yeah, well, that's a bit of boring chat. I got ID'd today for spray paint in B&Q.
You're gonna go and tag it in.
I ordered
Well,
it.
even though you've just been in with your, freshly tattooed head,
Yeah. So I got
you might be under 18.
I ordered it online with my own account. I drove into the car park, I got out of my car, walked in, and there was what I can only describe as a spotty oik behind the counter. And he went, he got your QR code, and I went, yeah, beep. And he kind of went, and looked at me and studied me. And I was like, get it? Yeah. And he's like, you got any ID? I was like, no, mate, I'm 35.
Yeah.
I'm in B&Q buying spray paint. This ain't what kids do.
Did he still give you it?
Yeah. I don't think he should have done, really.
Yeah, 'cause
but I
was
think
thinking to ask
equally,
it.
he was 17. And I'm like, look at me. And I think he just went, yeah, I get it.
But I bet you it's because he's probably fairly new to the job, whatever. If he's 17 odd year old, and they've said, you fucking ID people for that, or else we'll kill you.
Yeah.
And he's going, oh, and then probably realised, oh.
I look like someone that's clearly, if I'm taking drugs, it's not huffing spray paint, is it? Like, I've got connections, if anything. Do you know what I mean?
Who even did that? I've never known anybody sniff like glue and all that crap.
I've had a go on glue. Like, proper solvent's pretty good.
A couple of times we had an inadvertent go on glue.
Yeah.
I said, what was we doing? We was doing a solvent-based something somewhere, weren't we?
It was the old studio when we were spraying on the wall. So it's in the garage.
It's like, should we open this? Nah, it'll be all right. It's proper solvent glue. And then about 20 minutes later, it was both like, hey, all right. Yeah. I'm having a great time.
This studio's banging. It's fucking sick, isn't it? Put green cloth up.
Do you know what's underrated? Creosote.
Yeah.
Who?
I've never got high off it, but
when we did the 56 album, my dad freshly creosoted the shed, and we needed to record, and that's where we recorded everything. When I say shed, it was a big like outhouse shed,
like a summer house.
Yeah,
I think, yeah.
But really, it was dingy. It wasn't great.
Yeah.
But it had like I put my PC in there and that, and then he freshly creosoted the shed, and we was just like, oh, I'd be all right, and we was in there for hours. It's still, you could just smell creosote, and we're just high, just in there.
For you, it smells good. It's like wood treatment.
Yeah.
But it's famously what they treat telegraph poles with. That's what it was well known for.
That's their little tree.
There was a yard. Is it Finn Forest near Boston?
Finn Forest, yeah.
It was a yard just full of telegraph poles.
That was a delightful place to drive past.
And you could smell
it. It's one of those where it's like to stop people climbing on it, you get all sticky.
No.
It's
just like a tree in wood.
Stops it rotten and that.
Yeah, so obviously the old foam telegraph poles that are like big wooden.
Stops them going rotten. Like, trees have been around for fucking ages, man. Like,
but they're alive, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they're chopped down into a log, they're dead. So they dry out.
They dry out, and then if the water gets in and all that sort of
Bless
shit.
them. So they're just a corpse. They're a corpse.
Yeah.
Effectively, yeah.
Just dressed up as a corpse and put some wires through it. It's fucking horrifying.
And they've gone, let's cover in creosote so it looks a bit more like a tree.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Now I feel sorry for him.
Yeah.
You've given
Imagine if we were just lathered every now and again. It was against our will, and we just got lathered in something.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, what? No, don't worry, it's for your own good.
I wouldn't be too against that. That sounds like a very nice start to my day.
It depends what it is.
If I have to lay on my bed and someone lathers me, there's not much on the list of stuff I'll be like, I don't want that, thanks. Really?
Oh, there's a lot for me.
What like being like
if
soaked in something?
Yeah, if it's some
what about
sort of
mayo?
Do you know what? As long as it's not too in my mouth, like then.
As long as it's not too in my mouth.
A mayo massage. I bet there's bound to be some form of fucking hippy dippy skin like benefits from having mayo all on you. And if you've got someone just rubbing in a load of mayo, you'd be like,
that's the point. Do you think you could run across a swimming pool of honey?
No.
You don't reckon?
No, you can custard.
Because I was on about like when you was about like being submerged in it and stuff. I thought, wow, be like just lathered in gold. But then but then I also thought once I've had enough of eating the honey, like I would be trapped in it, and then I don't think you'd breathe it. I think you'd die, to be honest.
I think the image I've got in my head of being lathered in something and the image you've got are two
being
different.
Submerged.
Yours is there's a great big pool and we're gonna just Mine is someone's just gonna rub it all over.
Oh no, I'm like near death.
Yeah, of course it would be.
Can you get you sent out of that?
No, like going to the extremes for Sharpie, eh?
No.
Yeah, man.
It's like a weird Turkish bath in my head. That's what it is. You know, like a fucking get you on a big stone slab.
I'd hate to be lathered in tomato ketchup. Makes me feel sick.
It's strong. It's strong when it's not on food, isn't it? That always baffles me.
I like the really vinegary ketchups.
Oh,
you know, like the proper like butty van ketchups.
No, man.
I'm a fan of that.
It's got like it's a little bit clear.
Yeah,
the ones that where they have the red and the yellow. And they just have them.
Red and yellow.
And you're like,
skeg chippy. Sort of.
Yeah. But yeah, okay. I don't know how we got there, but yeah, I got ID'd.
Yeah.
Anyway, anyone want to go huff some creosote?
I'll have a go. Yeah.
Have we got a sponsor, boys?
We do.
Oh yes, we do. Right, you're saying it. Well, I'm saying it, and you're doing it today.
You're saying it. I'm doing
it. Right, everybody. I don't know why I said everybody. The Utopia Project this week is sponsored by Man with No Van.
That's right.
This again.
Have you ever needed a man with no van? Me too, because there is everybody who doesn't own a van. This week, the Utopia Project is brought to you by Man with No Van, because if you need a man with no van, this is the man with no van for you. Have you ever thought, I need something moving that is too small to fill a van, but big enough to warrant having someone move it? Yes. Well, now you can. With Man with No Van, because he doesn't have a van. He's just a man. He will move the things for you, wherever you want them to go, but he doesn't have a van. Anything that's too big for one man with no van to carry, can't go. Can't do it. But if it's big enough for him to carry with no van, because you don't need no van, this way it's a man with no van, he'll move it for you.
I got a question.
Fire away.
As a potential customer,
No problem.
what if I have a very small van that needs moving?
As long as the man with no van can pick up the no man van, then that's no problem.
Because that would be a man with no van with a van, wouldn't it?
No, that would be a man with no van moving a van.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
What about if there's a little man in that van?
That would be a man with a van moving a very small van with a little man in it.
And what if that man
Yeah.
had a plan?
That would be a man with no van moving a small van with a little man in it who's got the plan. That's a man with no van with a man with a plan.
Damn.
So there you
Sounds
go.
like he can.
Exactly, he can. He fucking can, Bonnie. Now you're getting it. Yes.
Well, I'm a fan.
Exactly. So if you're a fan of Dan, the man with no van, with a little van, and a man with a plan, damn, you can. You're a fan of that.
And he likes to eat ham.
He loves ham. I'm forgetting all the words now. You can hire Man with No Van from www.manwithnovan.com/ I've got no van, but I can move a little van man called Dan with a plan. With the ham. You can get 10% off of your first delivery with discount code Jean-Claude Van Damme Man. That'll do. Thank you.
Well, that's in my head now.
I could do one better, actually. I was thinking about this on the way down here.
Yeah.
But all that.
No, kind of, not all that, but in a weird way. Like, you know, obviously, so Dan is just a man with two hands, isn't it? That's all he is. I went past a shop down there, and it made me laugh because it was called Dan's Second Hand.
Yeah.
And I was like, what happened to his first one? I just thought, it's just the one hand. It's his second.
And also,
what classes is his second hand?
And also,
Yeah, which one is the second one?
Also,
I suppose it's whichever one isn't your main one.
you think to yourself, that's a lie. That's not a hand. That's a building, isn't it?
That is,
He's labelled wrong. He's like, this is Dan's second hand. No, mate.
No.
That's a building. That's a shop.
might be a glove for a giant.
Well, just building hands.
Yeah.
I don't know what giants' hands look like. They might.
I
Look,
think they're just big
they might
hands.
look like houses. Yeah.
That's why they call it the Empire State Glove. Yeah. I think Vaughan's literally just give up now. He's just like, oh, Lord.
the Eiffel shoes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I've got a
I'm thinking
bloody-
about 17 different things whilst I'm pushing these
Yeah,
buttons.
the World Trade hat.
Well, the World Trade hat. I thought the other day, actually, when you're in your house, you just wear in your house. You just smash it.
You're only wearing it if you put your arms out of a window.
Yeah.
So I thought, this is spacious. This is like an extra large.
But
and this is
equally-
like a medium.
I suppose equally, if you lean out of a window, so the window is round your waist, is that just a big skirt?
Yeah, it's a big skirt.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of that TV show on back in the day. What was it called? Come back to me.
Okay, thanks, mate. Yeah, so it would be a big skirt.
Yeah.
It would be like Sean off his England.
Yeah.
You know, with his massive trousers.
Yeah.
Oh, I got it.
What was that?
Brass Eye. Do you remember Brass Eye?
I know the name. I'm not.
It was like a funny UK comedy, and the reason why I bring it up is because they did like a funny thing on paedophiles, and it said, beware of the paedophiles that dressed as playgrounds. This is CCTV footage. And it was this small man, he dressed as a gigantic school, and he was just walking forward. I'll have to show you it. But anybody who knows Brass Eye is like, yeah, I remember that episode. It's funny.
That's genius.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Brass Eye back in the day was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Right on my street.
It was like sketch, like
sketch, weird comedy.
Yeah. I missed that era because like Harry Enfield was the cinema,
Exactly same eras and all that. Yeah.
Like,
the Fast Show.
Yeah.
Yep. I missed that. That was a little capsule of time, wasn't it? The Fast Show. Then you had, what is it? Oh, bugger hell, what are they called down the Dove from Above?
Shooting Stars.
Shooting Stars. All that. Fantastic. I missed those days.
Been enjoying Bob Mortimer in that Last One Laughing.
Well,
we
have just smashed a load of that, and I'm assuming it's a weekly thing, is it? Because when is the next one out?
It's all finished.
Oh, is it? Right, so we got all bar probably the last couple of episodes. I think.
They did it in 2 releases, I think.
Did you see his magic show, Bob Mortimer?
Yes.
I'd lose it.
It's magic.
My favourite.
You've not got to laugh. That's the whole game show.
Have you seen it
You can't
before?
laugh.
Funny though, doesn't
It's fucking hilarious.
It's brilliant.
Have you not seen it?
You told me about it the other day,
He
didn't you?
chases Daisy Maker around
Singing
with his
the
laptop,
songs.
singing a song about. He's like, slender men are very tall.
No.
She's not there to laugh.
Slender people fit through gaps, and slender men look sweet in fucking slacks.
See, how can you?
And she's running away from him.
It's like-
around this house, trying, with a face like this, all scrunched up, trying not to fucking smile or laugh. And he's just following her, going, right, you're getting another one now, Daisy, because you won't sit and listen.
Bob Mortimer would be the one to get me out of all of them. I think him and Richard Ayoade.
Yeah.
Them two are like the. I don't think I could get through everybody else. Them two.
Everybody spends time with both of them, and then as soon as they say anything, they just have to walk off.
Yeah.
And I did see Richard Ayoade keep trying to run through the doors.
Yeah.
There's doors.
To try and get through it. But I was surprised that he cracks as much as he does. I haven't seen the final, I don't think. But and as far as I've seen, he hasn't cracked or anything yet. But you can see, he actually starts going, oh, and he's trying not to laugh. And I didn't expect that from him. I thought he would be the one that's got the full upper hand of just, this is what I do for a living. That's why I was surprised by Joe Wilkinson as well.
Oh, he would get me as well.
Because he's so dry, and then he just seems to crumble.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you got to remember these things are like, if anyone says, we did it with improv and stuff like that, as soon as you say, you can't laugh at this, the game.
That's a little bit. Yeah, you can't. That's it now, isn't it?
You always want to do what you can't do, can't
Yeah.
you? And it's that makes it the giggles, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Everything becomes just that little bit funny.
Yeah, it does.
We had a game of it around our dinner table the other night, me, the missus and the kids, and I surprisingly won. But the whole time was like...
What did you do? What was your tactic? I often think about this.
Apparently I thought this was quite inappropriate because obviously I thought it was all right for my son that my son did it. So maybe it was all right that I did it. So he did it first, and a few people laughed, and I followed up with the same thing. What that was stand on one of the chairs and waggle you cock.
That'll probably get me.
Oh.
Which is funny because he didn't have anything on his bottoms. He's potty training and shit.
Yeah.
And he doesn't know what's appropriate, what's not. So he stood up on his chair and went, "Way!" So my missus and little shit, they broke, and I was like, right, we're doing another round. So I got up on the chair and went, "Way!" And then I was like, no, it's not right, really.
No, you're right. Correct. You have a point. That's fucking weird, John.
Yeah.
You got your dick out of 2 children.
It's your
I
own
see it
shit.
loads anyway.
Not the point. You forced your penis upon them.
Yeah. But
In a dad way, though.
In a dad way.
yeah, they thought it was funny.
Wait, I'm sure
I
they
didn't
would.
wank on them. Like, do you know what I mean? It was just like a little wiggle.
Just a little wiggle.
Didn't touch them.
I could hear.
Yeah, that'd hold up in court, wouldn't it?
My missus went, oh.
Oh, she processed it. She went,
She's like, this would be funny if it was all our mates.
Yeah.
It's my kid. There was no other kids there.
yeah, it would be even. It would be just completely wrong if there was some random kids about. That's completely
I'm
wrong.
going to be honest, Chung, all of these arguments, all I can think of is, how would this sound in court?
Well, we're a naked house, generally.
How did
they're so.
Well, you know, because you're wearing the house. We've been through this.
Touche.
So you're never naked.
But I'm like, I sleep naked, and if I want to go to the toilet, I walk across the landing, and they're not bothered by that.
Can I ask you a question, sleep naked?
Yeah.
I do. I've started to do this.
Yeah.
But when I get up for a pee, and I'm tired,
yeah,
I go to the toilet. I always have a sit-down wee, always have. I think sit-down wees are the future. And then, you shake it off, and I often think, have I shook everything? Because I'm just going to get in bed and I'm going to wipe piss all over my sheets. Just a little droplets.
Don't do that. Don't wipe piss all over your sheet.
Yeah, but sometimes you shake and it's like you walk away and then some does dribble out in your boxers.
I just think with that if you're getting some on your sheets, it's still going to be where the piss is going to be on you. It's not all of a sudden going to be on your head, is it? Unless you crawl in your bed dick first across your pillow, the risk is like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
if you haven't wiped your arse and you get a skid on the sheet or something like that, it's still just near your arse, isn't it?
Yeah, you're right.
If that did happen to
that's logic. I like it. Yeah.
Like, if you shit yourself in your bed, it
if you stand on your pillow and then just slide down.
Sleeping naked's underrated.
I fucking love it.
Nah, I can't. It's dangerous.
I always sleep naked.
Yeah, it's dangerous because I can't get up in the morning because I'm too cozy.
And you're too horny.
You get too. Well, that's.
You have to have your body covered to stop yourself
I like having my
yourself.
little wiggles, to be honest with you, but that's besides the way. In actual fact, no, as well. Yeah, I will be more horny because I'll be naked. Anytime I'm naked, you got to have a wank. That's just, why wouldn't you? Let's go.
I know as well that isn't like a joke played up for this show.
No, it's not. That's not a joke. It wasn't funny.
That's like a mantra. That's like a mantra.
We're not playing a game where we're not making each other laugh.
Well, if I'm naked, it's just sex, innit? Like, you just got to have a wank.
Speak for yourself, mate. I catch myself in the mirror and I'm
I can't speak for you.
Ooh.
I can only speak for me.
Well, is it a mirror thing then, Shark, where you walk past and you go,
No, it's the fact.
I'm fucking hot.
It's naughty.
Wang's about, innit? And I'm like, you're about, ain't you? Go on. Fucking strangle the fuck out of it for a bit. Shoot my shot, baby. And then I'll come back for you later, mate. That's what I do.
That's the cream that I would not want to be lathered in.
No,
There's worse things, man. There's worse things.
No, I'm not sure there is.
I will give that.
Yeah. Sulfuric acid. Terrible.
Just a stranger's jizz is higher on the list for me. Because if they said you got to get covered in jizz, you can have some of Sharpies or a complete stranger. I'd go, I'll have to have Sharpies then.
Because
I wouldn't be happy about it, but at least I know.
You know what's mad?
Something about the heritage.
It's mad because it's an unknown person and you don't know anything about it. You'll be like, that jizz has probably got shit all over it.
Yeah.
Like when you're like, no, it's probably just normal jizz, but it's like, no, it's like the whole rappers thing, and like, and it's like, found that on the floor. Are you going to eat it? Oh no, because it's probably got poo on it.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, no, it's probably just been half eaten from any other person. But I'm like, no, that man's rubbed it up his bum.
Yeah. So if you had to pick then, probably this is more to Vordy and Chung, if you had to pick between getting covered in someone's shit, you don't know that is an unspecified person, it could be someone you know, it could be a stranger, or what is definitely Sharpie's jizz, what would you go for?
It just ain't that bad, man. It's not as bad as you reckon.
It kind of depends on quantities as well, because that does affect
a bucket full, like a big
the
bucket.
thickness of the covering, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm talking like a hefty bucket.
That'll take me ages, man. It took me a week to make half a fucking.
I remember this story.
Yeah.
I bet the podcast listeners also know the story, don't they?
Yeah. I might have to go for Sharpie's jizz.
I think I'm with. Yeah,
as much as I'm not happy about it, and I know he's a filthy little bugger, he's a little toe rag, but
he's quite clean though, Sharpie. He's actually.
But that's what I mean. I know that he's not riddled with fucking AIDS. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or at least we collectively don't think.
Yeah. We just ignore it. We don't know what we got going on. All I know is I'm breathing still, so
and it's itchy.
Yeah.
God's sake.
What about you, Jack? You put the question. We're going to ask Corey later as well, when he's in.
To be fair, I'll probably have to go shop his jizz. I don't do
Right,
well.
I settled it after the show. A
Mainly
nice
'cause-
bucket of shopping.
Yeah. Can you save us up a bucket, please?
Yeah, I'll say I've got one pre-made. This
Yeah,
one
yeah.
I made earlier.
More because I don't do well with shit
No.
at all.
I'm a little bit
Anybody's
better
shit.
now. I've had kids,
Yeah.
but adult poo, I'm like,
Would you rather? All right. So it's my jizz. You can either shot.
that's it. Would you
Yeah,
rather?
yeah.
It's my jizz.
That's it. Yeah,
Yeah,
finished
go
the show. But you have to do a shot of it, shot glass worth of jizz, or you've got to eat 7 muffins, but it's like in it. So there's more technically, but the muffin bit, it makes it nicer because it's like a.
Oh, you mean
dessert.
like sort of jizz centered?
So there's less jizz in all the muffins, but you've got to eat more muffins so it lasts longer, or do you just shot it, get it done with?
Shot it.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah,
Because what film is it where they fill up? Is it like Eclairs with dog jizz?
What films are you watching?
Genuine film. No, it's like stuff like Van Wilder or some shit. It's a well-known thing. 'Cause they send it to a frat party. Don't set me up, you little bastards. Right? They send it to a frat party.
You say don't set me up. There's 3 other people in this room that know nothing of what you're
They
talking
send a
about.
basket of it's like chocolate eclairs to a frat party, and it's got a picture of the dog basically being wanked off into them, and they all go, "Oh, cream cakes!" Mwah, mwah, mwah. And then they've got it all around the fucking shops, and then when they take the last one out of the basket, the picture's there of them filling the cakes.
I
up
was
with
going
dog
to
jizz.
Google this, but then I was like, what do I even type? Like dog jizz.
Dog jizz.
Really?
Jizz
Really?
cakes.
Dog jizz cakes film. Put that in and see what comes up. It's definitely. It's not a porno.
I don't think you're going to find out.
Van Wilder.
There you go.
Pastry with dog sperm
There you
scene
go.
on YouTube.
You're
but-
supposed to go, nah, I don't nothing on here, chunk.
I should, yeah, I missed the trick there.
I prefer it without. Really would.
Yeah.
Eclairs, man. What a
Eclairs are so like.
What?
Oh, I thought you meant without
Simple
the. I thought you meant I prefer it without the eclair.
Nah, I've had enough of them.
Just straight
Yeah.
on the dog.
Isn't it mad how a profiterole is just a piece of eclair rolled in a ball?
Yeah.
But I think, but
Eclair light.
Yeah, it's-
unpopular opinion, I think both of those things are shit.
They're not great. I'm with you.
They're wank.
not great. I'll
Yeah.
eat them, but I don't think
They
as a
are
pastry.
great, though.
Yeah,
I think there's better.
there's
A
too
scone,
much.
a nice
Do you
cream
want to just shut the
scone.
fuck up?
There's too much pastry to not enough good stuff.
No, pastry's good as
The
well.
chocolate is the good bit, innit?
No.
I'm with Jack on that.
Nobody
you know?
wants pastry.
I had it once where it slid off. The chocolate slid off, like, like on a pizza.
I bet you ate it.
And it just
separately,
slapped me
didn't
on
you?
the chin, and I had to kind of like slurp it up.
I would just in that situation, I would eat the chocolate, put the rest in the bin.
I said this on our podcast, but what do you think about this? So I had a boss that he said, oh, can I have one of your donuts? And it was like a jam sugar donut. And I was like, yeah, no problem. And I watched him get the bin. And I was like, what's he doing? He grabbed the donut, got a bin, like in between his legs, and dusted all the sugar off the donut.
What?
And I watched him and I was like, what are you doing? He goes, I don't like sugar in a donut. I was like,
What the fuck are you having a donut?
it's wild, isn't it?
I enjoy the sugar on a donut. I would just literally drink sugar, so I'm not too fussed. But I do know people that I think it's more the texture, and it's all like the little bits that stick on your mouth and that they don't like.
Sugar
it.
meant money as a kid, though, didn't it?
Sugar
Yeah.
makes money.
No,
Sugar
it
meant
meant money.
money.
Like,
What do you mean?
If it was properly
like-
covered in actual sugar and not just like weird.
I don't know.
icing
It might
sugar
not be the
slime.
same for you, but I don't know if like sugar was like, I don't know, like it felt fancy, and it felt like you don't want to be chucking away sugar. You don't use it willy nilly.
What do you mean?
You get what I'm trying to say here,
'cause
don't you?
it was expensive,
It felt like
wasn't
a premium.
Sugar's cheap as fuck.
I know it is. I know it is.
Now, was it expensive?
But we used to
back
trade in salt. We used to go to wars over, I think, not sugar necessarily, but salt we used to go to wars over, genuinely, because of that was more valuable than currency, salt was. We
I
went to
find
wars.
really mad how sugar and salt look exactly the same.
You're not wrong.
It's kind of a
Both like
weird
base
thought, but yeah.
ingredients, and they're
But
both polar
they
opposites.
taste
They are
completely
literally
different.
polar opposites, aren't they? Like, I feel like one would be
Where
on the
does
north pole
like
and one would be in the
Coke
south.
come into it?
Which Coke? Like,
Well, obviously the drug.
I thought I didn't.
It's like a similar kind of
Where does Coke come
like
in?
white powder.
Coke is like ice and sugar. It's
Yeah.
like powdered ice and sugar, which is different to Ket's more like sugar granules, to be honest with you. But
It's more crystallised.
Yeah, it is, exactly. It's more like
Not
crystallization.
powdery.
Yeah, powdery. But tell you what though, you ever got a big bag of like that powdered ice and sugar and just had a great time with it?
No, but I have had.
I'm intrigued.
I suppose
what
I've
that
had
means.
an element of it on Turkish Delight, proper Turkish Delight.
Proper, like when it's in the UFC box.
Yeah.
The octagon.
Yeah.
It's fucking good, that one.
Yeah.
Make them fight.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love that. And there's only two flavours, pink and orange, isn't there?
Yeah,
That's
orange
it.
and rose. it
Yeah,
is.
orange and rose flavour. That are fucking like aggressively.
Rose is
like,
shit, innit?
No, I aggressively like it. I remember you used to have
really?
a rose flavoured syrup when I worked at the Hilton. Man, I used to chug that shit up. Like, it's fucking great.
Is that as in the flower, Rose? Or is...
The flavour.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Which is like
No,
Turkish
it's the,
delight. It's like Turkish delight flavour.
It tastes like the woman off Titanic. Yeah.
What, the old
Like a
dithery
box.
Yeah. Damp and annoying.
Oh, that old... Oh, God.
That was a genuine question. Like,
What, about Turkish delight? What was the question?
rose flavouring.
Rose flavouring.
Yeah.
Is it
to me,
from the flower, or is it...
I guess it's like the flavour of the petal. It tastes like the flowers smell sometimes,
Yeah.
to be honest with you.
Because I've always... The ones I've encountered, I'm not a Turkish Delight fan, but like when things have been rose flavoured, it's always felt a bit strawberry. But, like,
it's like
not
strawberry
full-
if it wasn't gay.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like
It tastes like.
And what's not gay compared to a strawberry? A rose.
A rose,
Roses
yeah.
are manly.
Yeah,
It is
I'm going to
with
give
the
you
flavours.
you 3 roses and be like, I'm not gay. I'm just giving you roses.
Okay, I ain't getting strawberry ever.
give me
Yeah.
the flavour of the rose. Like, it's because the rose flavour to me just tastes of Turkish
I suppose,
delight.
no, to be fair, you're about right. Because if you go to Rose, you go, there's your rose, see you later. If you get strawberries for your mates, you've then got to go like that, haven't you?
Just-
suck the chocolate off my strawberry.
I've just understood your Titanic reference.
If you missed it at home as well, go back for 10 minutes. And
Do you know what
Wow.
also looks exactly the same, but are very different? A bottle of water and turpentine.
What's turpentine?
It's like terps. It's like
paint thinner.
It's turpentine.
try drink terps, see what happens.
That's not. Power Rangers.
Power Rangers.
Turpentine.
It's just like a fucking onion bloke or something. Is that what a
Onion bloke.
Terps like
It
an
didn't get
onion.
much airtime on the Power Rangers. It was the guy who was in the the mobility scooter.
Yeah.
Morning
He had to talk through a computer. It's turpentine.
It's turpentine.
And then you've got the next one down. He's like, it's turnip time.
On that note, let's have a break and get our guest in, shall we?
Get a bit
Before we
rocky.
go
Let's
down
just
that
put
road.
the brakes on. Yeah.
Just before you go, I plugged the podcast to some of my new work colleagues, and they said, I didn't know you could put stuff like that on the internet.
Wow.
You can. We do. Right, we'll be back after this short advert.
Utopia Project.
Now then, everybody, I hope you're enjoying this belter of an episode. Sorry to stop you in your tracks, but we are trying to get to 500 subscribers on YouTube, and it'd be really, really good if you could be one of those people that presses that subscribe button. Other ways to support us: like the video, comment down below, call us horrible people, call us lovely gentlemen, call us whatever you fucking want. Also, if you're listening on Spotify, then hit the follow button, because that does extra things as well. I don't know what it does, but it looks good on our little graphs and stuff when we log into our little thing. But yeah, any support is always grateful. We're always grateful for any support. Yeah, enjoy the rest of the episode.
Utopia Project.
Welcome back to the show. If you are enjoying yourself, why not subscribe to our Patreon? Well, over on our Patreon, you can get a load of extra bits and bobs. Jack, what's one thing that you can get on our Patreon? He never fucking knows.
Oh, I'm sure I know this one. I know this early access.
Early access.
I thought of that one entirely on my own.
48-hour early access to every bit of content we do. Sharpie, what's the other thing?
You get an offer, you get discount on our merchandise, our lovely wear, so you can be dressed head to toe in TUP fucking sexiness, mate. You can fucking rep us, mate, and we'll love you and suck you off for it. And you can also fucking get fucking extra bastard content. If you like this shit, there's fucking more of it locked behind a paywall because it was too much for everybody to see is what we're going with. And that is for £1 a month, £3 a month, £5 a month, or £10 a month, and you can choose any of those options depending on how much you fucking like us. But there is this limited number of £1 a month ones left, but there's not many, so get one if you're cheap as fuck. Get on it, son.
That's a lot of one things.
Yeah.
Yeah, get yourself on the Patreon if you're enjoying the episode. Anyway, Corey Hall's here.
Hello. How are you?
How are you?
Have I got
He's
a buzzer?
back. He's back. Yeah,
We got
got a big explosion,
big
Charlie
explosion.
Sloth style.
Hello.
Yeah, back again.
This is nice. Do you know what? This is a lot more comfy than the other place.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
incredible.
Jack's
This is nice.
garage.
Yeah, Jack's garage was lovely. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But this is a lot more professional.
It's got a spin bike in it now.
Oh, right.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
What
he's
did
a
you
fitness
call
guy
it?
now.
What did you say it was called?
Turbo Trainer.
Turbo Trainer.
Turbo Trainer. It's turbo time.
That's my favourite film of ever.
Yeah.
Have you seen how old he looks now?
What? Schwarzenegger?
Yeah, I see a video of him walking down New York somewhere. Oh, bless him. That makes me feel old because he looks like Santa.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
But you're Terminator.
he's not Turbo Man now.
I don't
yeah.
think I've seen that.
We've not seen it.
not
It's
seen
turbo time.
Jamie. That's all he says. Yeah. Put that cookie down. That's all he does, I think, the whole time.
Yeah. It's
It's
like
a great
he's
film,
fighting
John.
over
Oh,
a Christmas toy and then he becomes the Christmas toy.
Yeah.
Oh, is he like? He's not Scuba Steve because that's Big Daddy, but
No, but
is it
he's-
an action figure? He's after?
Yeah, he's an action figure, and he's like, I am the action figure. He's like, and then he gives him the action figure, doesn't he? It's honestly best film of all time.
Yeah.
It's like now.
It does look like
I've
Santa.
got. I think it feels like a
see?
fever dream.
That one there, where he's wearing that blue cardie, that's what I see, and I thought, oh, I'm old.
Yeah.
I need to
Oh,
meet
so this
Arnie.
is just him now. So he is like Santa Claus off, Tim Allen film.
I think he was actually
Yeah,
playing.
yeah.
Yeah, literally. But I think in that clip, he's actually playing Santa in a film. When he was
Right.
filming that, I think he was. So he does look more Santa-y than he probably does.
that's what you want
Yeah.
from a film where you're playing Santa.
Yeah.
yeah, you want to look like Santa.
He looks-
That's
Yeah.
bonus. Yeah.
He looks fucking great for his age.
Oh, he
though,
does,
doesn't he?
yeah.
He looks
Yeah.
like a fucking sexy Santa.
How
doesn't
old do we think he is?
He's
He's
about 80 odd now.
77. It
Yeah.
says on the
Oh,
side.
is it?
Yeah.
I ain't got my glasses on. Can't see.
right. so
Unless
gotcha.
they mean there was 77 Arnolds.
Yeah, you know I bragged about my great vision earlier. Yeah.
But yeah, bless him. He's
Ignore
getting on
that.
a bit. But
Yeah.
What we all been up to then, mate?
not a lot. Well, I've got a million things in one. I'm changing jobs. I'm selling my car.
Ooh.
Me and Courtney have bought 2 little cats.
They are great, your cat.
Big fan of the pussy these days, aren't you?
Yeah, love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Yeah. Furry little fuckers as well. aren't
Yeah,
they? But no, yeah. So
Not a fan of a shaved pussy?
No, actually, our friend's got a shaved pussy.
Yeah?
Not literally our friend.
What about their cats?
Their cats, yeah. Cats are alright. But it literally looks like our cat, but without hair.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
unbelievable.
that's what it is.
That's exactly what it is. Yeah.
Literally, it feels like velvet. It feels like, have you ever stroked a bald man's head? Well, chunk. But like, that's what it
Most
feels
mornings.
like. It feels like a little velvet, like, oh, it's cool.
Nice.
But yeah, so no, there's literally just cats, new job, trying to sell me car to knobs on Facebook Marketplace, and yeah, that's about it.
Anyone
really.
wants to buy his car? Fucking, it's available.
Yeah, please
Yeah.
buy
Yeah.
it. Some
As I
sick
heard
plug
as
it.
well that you nearly got scammed by a Nigerian prince this
I
morning.
did. Some guy this morning told me that he said, "You transfer me 4,500, you get the money." I was like, "Well, no, I'm not transferring you any money." So I sent all my money away, thinking that he's going to rob me, and I'm thinking I'm either going to get really rich here or have no money left. I couldn't even go to the butty van today because I had
So-
13p in my account.
Why was he trying to get you to send
Right.
all the money? I don't get it.
Because he told me this is a complete PayPal like mindfuck, right? So he's told me if you send me £1,000, I'll send you 5,400, and then that equates on it. It just was too much, and I just blocked him.
So
Yeah, literally, we're all just like,
That sounds like a scam.
yeah,
yeah.
I
I
mean,
nearly fell for it.
I mean, obviously, I mean that is a scam.
It is,
Because
everyone telling
if you're
me.
selling something, the
They say,
person who
"Send
comes to
me
buy
money."
it don't go, just give some money.
Yeah,
Let's
literally.
just test drive the transaction. Let's just see how it goes.
Yeah, literally.
It's got a flow now. It's not flow. That's all clunky, isn't it? You give me some money. Just
Yeah.
cross it over, and if
Thing is,
that
like-
goes well, I'll send you loads
It
back.
very
Yeah.
much sounds like the scams I used
Yeah.
to pull on you with pocket money.
Yeah.
So I used to be like, well, if you give me that £20 note and I'll give you like £5 coins, then you've got like 5 and I've only
Yeah.
got 1 now. And then so like basically if you give me them 4 coins back, so you've got like you got metal now, aren't you? You're like, that's a coin, right? So yeah, so I'll keep them. I'll tell you what, I'll give you this £5, but then you give me that tenner back that you've got. Ask mum for 20 quid.
Yeah.
And then give it to me, and then we're all square.
Then we're
and he goes,
square.
yes, mate, yeah,
Yeah.
cool. And I'm like, 50 quid.
Business
Yeah.
executed.
That was me this morning. Someone told me they were going to send me money. I was like, I'm getting money. And then, I was like, I'm blocking this guy.
Right,
No.
so I'm going to message you in the morning. I'm like, right, Corey, right. You send me £6,000, yeah? And then I will buy your car
Yeah, deal.
for 4.5. So I'll send you 4.5 grand. You give me the car. Jobs are good.
Even now, listening to you, I'm thinking, I'm making money out of this. This is good. I'm like,
Oh, my car's finally sold.
yeah.
Of course, like, all I can see is profit.
What I do,
Literally, I'm like, oh.
what I do want to drill down in a little bit is the fact that in your panic, you sent away all your money.
Literally.
Yeah, you have.
So that was
How was he going to rob you? How did you think he was going to take all your money?
I don't
All
know.
he'd done is message you on Facebook, hasn't he?
No, he asked for my bank details. And someone said that all he can do with your bank details is basically set up a direct debit.
Right.
So I was like, that's not too bad. So I thought, what I'll do is I'll send every penny I have to Courtney.
Yeah.
Then at least then she's got all my money. Probably not a good idea.
Yeah.
And then...
I think it's a safe bet.
It is, at least you know where it is.
Oh, yeah, but when I rang her, she says, I'm going to leave you now. I was like, please don't. I was like,
I was at the studio when she said that. And I walked in and she went, I think I'm going to leave you and I'm going to take that 4.5 grand.
I was like, if you sent you 4.5 grand, please tell me. And she was like, no, I'm not going to tell you, I'm just going to leave you. So I was like, well, I've only got 13p in my account. But then the butty van came round, needed a can of Monster, couldn't even buy a can of Monster today. So
Terrible.
sad. Awful. I had to go without.
Disgusting.
Honestly.
What are most important questions here? What butty van did you get?
It's Fine Foods.
Oh, we stopped dealing with farm foods.
Why?
Don't
Don't diss Tracy.
Yeah, well, they just got real fucking expensive
It is a bit dear.
for what you get.
If you're
Their
watching
breakfast
this.
wraps are way better that we get on a roll come around at the minute.
Yeah.
Their breakfast wraps.
It's like turf wars in butty vans.
I know.
Though, isn't it?
Is that a thing?
The fine,
Yeah.
fine Foods breakfast wrap, mate, are way better. Although they are expensive, they're way better than the on a roll
Do you know
ones.
that all these butty vans shit on each other? They like
Oh, they don't
proper
like each other,
turf
do they?
wars.
Yeah.
Do
We get
not
another
like each
coffee
other.
van come round, and he's like,
Cafe to you.
Who's been this morning? And I'm like, no one's been yet, mate.
We are very thirsty,
know
sir.
what?
Yeah, we are thirsty for coffee.
blown
Honestly.
my fucking mind, right, in Netlam in my job and whatnot. I was out there having a vape and then I hear this like that. I'm like, what the
They
fuck
always
is
come
this?
flying in the car and they're
Pulls up, right, outside the doors and then they're like, snack van's here. I'm like, what the fuck is a snack van, man?
Yeah, I miss
And it
those
was like-
days,
It was
man.
just this tiny
A
little
van with
It's
a
like-
fridge on the back.
It was like, got everything you want. Fucking Haribo's, this, that, and like, little card machine, fucking there you are, fucked off.
Yeah.
And I was
It's like-
Did
it's
they say
old
snack
Ted,
van
isn't
or
it?
did they say snap van?
snack, it was a snack van. Is it
Oh,
like
so-
Haribo's?
A lot of people say snap, don't they?
No.
Really?
Yeah, snap is food.
Yeah.
Well, they're clearly wrong.
That's the
It's a northern things, that is.
Yeah.
It's not for a bit of snap.
Ah,
A bit
yeah.
strange.
I thought it was scran. But anyway, it was this tiny little van, yeah. And I was just like, I've never seen this before. It's like, yeah, snack van always comes around. But I don't know if it's because like the shops near aren't close enough or whatever. But I thought, fucking great. It was
Well,
like, you
yeah.
got butties, got
It's-
everything. Like,
I think the idea with it is like it's a good business model, really. It's people who won't have the time to nip down to the
Yeah,
shop, even if
literally.
it's quite close. And it's like, let's take the shit to them.
That's the
Yeah.
thing.
And go,
They've got
do you want
yeah,
it?
Yeah.
It is good.
Yeah.
Because we can't leave that branch. We're trapped. Not
Yeah.
trapped, but like we're stuck. That butty van comes and we're like, food's here. It's like,
You know what's great
it's
as well? It doesn't
yeah.
matter what work you're doing. It could be the
No.
most important thing ever. It's like snack vans here. You're like,
Literally.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, literally. I've told
Yeah.
customers, I'm like, back in a minute, mate. There's a butty over there that I need. Like,
Yeah.
There's a steak
I've done
pie
that
on
before.
van.
ain't gonna
Yeah.
stay here all day, mate. I've got to go grab it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
walk out to the van and then you come back in. The customer's like, "Go get dinner sorted."
Yeah,
Go get, no,
literally.
but all of them are like, "Whoa, yeah, no, you get your dinner, mate.
Yeah.
You get your dinner. I'm
Everyone
not getting in the way of you."
Everyone
I'm like, is it because I'm
understands.
fat, or do you just agree with what?
I think
what's
it's a
going on
universal
there?
standard that if
Yeah.
someone's getting their dinner,
Yeah.
everyone just goes, yeah, cool.
Yeah, don't
Doesn't
worry
matter
about
what rung of the class system you're on. You
Yeah.
go, yeah, it's dinner time.
I'll tell you, it's an urgency as well. Like, because I thought I was like, right, I didn't need anything. I was like, well, I could probably do some like Haribo's for my diabetes or something. I had some, but I was running out. And then I was doing something, and then it was like, I noticed the van was there, and I was like, if that van goes, I will die of starvation.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah.
that's,
I
I'm not allowed to eat
I
anymore
never
for that,
buy
yeah.
anything off it, and I'll get like that.
No,
Yeah.
it's
I just sit and pull up on the camera and I'm like, don't leave! Don't leave! I might die! I might waste away between now and 4.
literally, you, like, if she's not there, like, I need to get something. If not, I kind of look around it and I'm like, I'm not going to get out. And then I'm like, £6-7 later, I'm like, oh, I've bought
Yeah.
loads of shit I don't want. Like,
Have you seen recently the? I think it's like a fake news that's circulating on TikTok, but the UK having a bit of an upper hand over the US and claiming that we have a T alarm.
Yes.
A what?
So the country has a T alarm.
I think it's just a big. It's a countrywide joke, isn't it? Sorry.
Your story.
Sorry. Go on.
So yeah, it's like a countrywide alarm, almost like an air raid siren that goes off, and everyone in the UK goes, right, it's time for tea. And like this woman's even interviewed their dad, and he's like, oh yeah, the tea alarm. He goes, well, if I get caught short, most people in the UK, they're like this. So I'll carry tea bags in my pocket and a little flask of warm water. So if the tea alarm goes off, I can just pull over to the side of the road and brew up.
No emergencies.
And the people in America are going, yeah.
I might start doing that just to try fit in at work. Every time I go for a coffee, just make it and be like, woo! And that like nothing.
Yeah. I see one that geezer did it on the zip line the other day, and he's on like the forward facing zip line. They're like, right, you ready, Jeff? He goes, yeah, I'm ready. And then in the distance you'll hear, he's like, oh, tea alarm. Oh, you got tea? Yeah, cool. And she gets this flask out, makes his tea, pass it to him, and he goes, oh, that better, isn't it? Yeah, it's sorted, yeah. Anyway, have a good one. And then she just pulls the cable and off he goes, and he's just there with the brew like doing like 40 mile an hour.
Is this a meme or something then?
It's like, I assume, I don't know whether the Americans have gone, oh, you fucking love tea, and then people online have like lent into it and gone, yeah, well, we have
The one
tea alarm.
that I'm seeing all over TikTok with the Americans is like, it's telling us that, you know, UK people, you do know it's not like wartime. You don't have to eat like beans on toast. And, like they think we have like a wartime kind of like
I think
meal.
there is that though.
There's a bit of that. I like that about us though.
That put me in the offense. I'm like, yeah, well, you don't have to eat 5 portions of food at once.
Everything's just coated in sugar and E numbers.
Yeah.
It's over the pond. You guys eat just chemicals. Well, at least we eat proper food.
Actual food.
I love beans.
Dry.
I do like beans as well.
Beans are nutritious.
Beans
as
are great,
fuck, man.
aren't they?
You scan it with a Euchre app, mate. Great score. Beans are sick.
I was told, because I've always been a fussy eater, there was a time in my life when I was very young, all I would eat was beans. That was the only thing that I would eat.
Not even sausage and beans, though.
I think I
little
dabbled.
sausages in the
Transcendent them, and they're another level.
different level.
They're like little pockets of joy, aren't they, within the beans?
There's no sausage as good as that though.
No, there's
there?
not. Why can't you get big little sausages? Do you know what I mean? Like,
Because it's just fucking churned up gump. That's what it is. It's great.
Churned up
But it is,
gump.
like, it's not real
Turns out we eat
anything.
real food in this country.
But it is though, isn't it? Like,
We eat churned up gump dipped in beans.
I don't even know what that means, but we all know what that means.
yeah, literally, yeah, we do. We just you can picture it, can't you?
I love these so much they call me Stigger the Gump.
Yeah. It's funny because I remember going to a supermarket once. I can't remember where it was, and we went and looked. I really, really fancied them beans with them little sausages. Went into Sainsbury's, Asda, everywhere. They was all sold out. I was like, all I want is fucking beans and little sausages. Couldn't find them anywhere. Literally couldn't find them. I was like, why is there a shortage on beans?
That makes you want them more though, doesn't it? When you realise you can't get
Literally,
them.
I really wanted it. I was like, all I want is little beans and sausages and toast.
Must have been
All I
during the
wanted.
national gump shortage.
It must have been, yeah. No gump about
We
it.
all remember the times. Hard times they were.
So what else do you want to ask me? Is this like, you know, do you want to know anything else more about me? About beans or gump?
Yeah. What's your favourite shaped gump?
Them little round things.
No, so new job, mate. Chemical guys.
Yeah, I'll be doing their social media full time, yeah.
Yeah.
Stop driving forklifts about and start filming cleaning cars and shit, which would be fun.
Yeah.
Winner.
Yeah, a bit nervous about it. I think it'll be good though, but I get to see the world as well. Like, they've got branches all around the world, so I get to go to, I think, Austria at some point, Iceland, LA is their biggest, like, shop. So I'll be there at some point.
Well, if you
what do
need
they
somebody to gear lift,
Yeah, that's what my dad said. The first thing my dad says is like, do you need a cameraman? Like to hold your bags? I was like, no, Dad, sorry.
Did a cameraman to hold your bags?
He was like, can I just follow you around? I was like, you want, Dad, bless you.
you can, but you won't get paid.
What do they do? What's the? How do
So
they
they sell car cleaning products. So,
Oh, okay, yeah, sound.
anything you need to clean your car, they sell it basically. And they are the biggest followed car cleaning brand in the world. They're just more big in the US than they are here. So basically, I'm going to try and push it over here, merch wise, like get cool cars that want sponsors and stuff like that, and try and really push it in the UK and make it more known, because they've just got to deal with Halfords, and Halfords just spent an absolute fortune putting chemical guys in the shop. But no one's really ever heard of them. So my job is to make people know what it is. So
Expose yourself.
yeah,
Now
that's
it's
what I'm
been
here
on
for.
this show.
Yeah.
Exactly. This show is gonna be, I think,
Top tier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when they're getting loads of money, I would say, do you know what? Them three boys and
Yeah.
Dave,
They got us a clip with 300 views on it the other week.
Yeah, exactly.
This ain't come for free, has it, chemical guys? You know what I mean?
Can't even
Pay us for that.
Yeah.
300.
Shop spent 3 hours editing that.
Yeah.
Also, can we just back up just a second? You said you wanted like cool cars to.
Yeah.
What was that? What was that?
I don't know. I could feel a hair on my lip. I was like, I could feel something. You got a Favaro when you're not a car.
Well, let me finish.
Okay.
Cool cars to sponsor and clean and things like that.
Yeah.
I think we all know someone who has the coolest of cars. The humble Mark IV Golf.
Yes. I would enjoy that.
That is in desperate need of a
Honestly,
clean.
It's
it
outside
needs a
now,
new seat. It's
unlocked.
like duct tape, like that.
It needs a new car, Corey. Is what it
I
needs.
said to Courtney, it's like, how is that passing MOTs in my Cordain?
Cheating. Cheating.
Well,
That's what I'm
yeah.
doing.
Cheat codes, innit?
It just looks like it's just like something out of Mad Max at this point.
Yeah,
Isn't
yeah.
it? Like the seats duct taped up, like. But I'm like, there's Chunk. Like it's just Chunk's car,
Yeah.
isn't it? It's just
There's gump in
I
your
love it.
car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen skips that I'd rather get in than your car.
I like it,
And
it's
it's
cool.
still. You say cheating. You've legitimately passed the last 2 MOTs that we've done
that's
on your car.
ridiculous. That's mad.
Yeah.
You've walked past a skip and gone, I want to get in that.
I would rather. Yeah.
The gump in that.
Has your auntie never had a skip and you've had to go stamp it down?
Oh yeah, I do that.
You
in
can
the bin at
stamp
work all
down a
the time.
skip. You are strong.
No, you
Not an actual metal skip.
I'll flatten that for you.
It's not a skip. You fill it full of stuff and then you spend 2 hours jumping on it so you can get about 9 grams more stuff in it.
I ain't never had no skip, man. Oh, you keep that.
I do that.
Skips
on the,
are great
recycling
fun.
Bin. Yeah, I
Yeah.
like skips. The crisps as well. They're great.
Yeah, good shout.
I think you should maybe use all these chemical guys cleaning products and just take the piss. But I've made loads of edits of me cleaning skips.
It's not a bad idea. The one thing I really want to do is like, I want to try and make the content fun. That's one thing that they said they really want me to do is make it fun. So like one idea I've got is where everyone's like, oh, I use this for everything. I'm gonna be like, I literally do. I'm gonna get in the shower, snow foam myself, and like wash my hair with it and me nuts and that. And like, obviously you can't put that on the internet, but like the bits you can, just make it look fun.
Do that.
Well, you
like,
can put it-
wash yourself all up and everything. Like chrome it about a bit, and then walk outside, and then have something blow up, man. Just fucking like,
anything.
Yeah, and just be like, I did that.
Yeah, boom.
Yeah.
the Craig Charles approach. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
exactly.
I did that.
I did that.
Yeah. What you could do, get yourself a nice, fancy, up-to-date Golf.
Yeah.
Get mine on there. Go, right, I'm going to wash it up and see what it looks like. Foam it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
That's
that
a
one
good
appears.
idea.
This Mark IV Golf has turned into a Mark 7 GTI.
Yeah.
Well, it's
That's
funny
what I
'cause
tried to claim on the insurance when
Yeah.
it crashed.
It was brand new. Now I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
It's funny because there's one lad that I know that's got a he goes like green lane in a Land Rover, like an old one. He's got an old Defender, and I'm going to go out with him, film it, put GoPros on it, get it as mucky as we can, and then I'm going to really jet wash it down and get it all like brand new. But then park a brand new Defender in front of it and go, there it is, and then him drive away, and there's an old Defender back there, and like, no, there's your actual car. Sorry,
Yeah,
mate. Like,
It's fuck,
that
mate.
kind of
Can't
thing.
say
Just,
that.
yeah, sorry, there you go. So
Yeah.
yeah, no, it'd be fun. I'm just a bit nervous, but it'll be all right.
Yeah.
It'll be good.
Shock to the system, I think it'll be.
Yeah, I've been driving a forklift for God knows how many years and selling socks and shit. So yeah, let's do something different.
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah.
How did you land that kind of job?
I know the lads very well, and they used to sponsor me for my own car anyway. So they used to send me products and be like, "Oh, can you film this? Can you film this? Like, can you,
Oh, right.
share it on your Instagram and stuff like that?" And then it was kind of in conversations for a little while. They were like, "Look, you'd be good at doing this full time," and then they were just like, "We've got the money there now. Do you want to come do it full time?" So I was like, "Yeah, why not? Let's try it." So
That's sick.
Yeah, man.
That's really
Happy
cool.
days.
can't wait.
Right, let's get to Utopia business, shall we?
Yeah, let's go.
So, obviously, you've been a bit of a regular on the show anyway. We've changed it up a bit in
Okay.
true Utopia Project fashion. So now it's all about your perfect world.
Right,
Which
okay.
is kind of what it always was, but it's not going to fit into the grand
Yours.
scheme of Utopia. We're here as like a board of directors to go,
Okay.
we can accept this and we can kind
Yeah,
of
yeah.
help like move that down an alleyway. or
Yeah.
whatever. So we start with the stuff in your perfect world, what you want to keep. And no, what we're going to get rid of.
What do I get rid of?
Your
Yeah.
pet peeves.
Your pet peeves,
Right.
essentially.
The biggest thing, me and Courtney had this discussion last night in bed. I don't like people that are nostalgic for a time that they didn't live in.
Yes.
Ooh, yes.
All right. And it's because, Like, we went to a gig the other week. It's pissing. Oh, my blood's boiling. Like, so we went to a gig the other week, and there was this lass at the front. She must have been like, you had to be 16 to get into the gig. She must have been 16, 17. She was filming it on a DS. And I'm like,
Wow.
Whoa.
yeah, literally.
Whoa.
And I was like,
DS have cameras, do they?
yeah.
Sort
I used to play Nintendogs on mine.
Whoa. I remember the DS. I can't remember it having a camera.
Yeah,
dude.
well, this must have been one of the newer ones then, because even then, like,
on a DS.
you had a stylus.
Didn't they have like a plug-in printer that you could get though?
Yeah, but
was the
honestly,
Game
like,
Boy,
she was
wasn't it?
sat
The Game
there
Boy.
fucking taking pictures and like filming on this DS. And I see it online all the time, all these like little scene kids and whatever being like, oh, you know, like, I remember used to playing a DS and stuff like that. I'm like, you're not old enough to have a DS. Like, my mum used to play Nintendogs and I used to hear her shouting on a Sunday morning, sit, shouting at this dog. And it's like, Mum, the DS can't hear you, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's all right. And like, just shit like that. Like,
Nintendogs.
you remember Nintendogs? It was great, wasn't it? Like,
Nintendogs were fire.
oh, but
I
like,
abused the Nintendogs.
Oh, well.
Oh, right, I want to hear about this.
Yes,
Considering the
I had
first
the DS
section.
and I was well like excited to get it because I was like, I'm not really, I shouldn't be allowed to have pets usually, so I was like, I get to have it on the fucking DS. It's great,
How much peanut butter did you rub on your knob before you realised that they wouldn't lick it?
quite a lot. But
got DS on his pants. Like,
I still give it a good go. It's got that snap feature on it. but no, I like it. So I was like, right, I'm going to name this dog. And then I named it. And then I realised I'd spelt its name wrong. So
Right.
I would shout at it. I'd be like, you need to earn me more money so I can sell you because you've got the wrong name. And I was fuming. I tried to call the dog Sheba or something like that. And it'd be all, I was like fucking like 12. or
Famously a
whatever.
cat's name.
Yeah. I was ahead of the time, really.
Yeah.
But because I'd spelt it wrong, I put an extra letter in it which shouldn't have been there. I despised it. I was like, you just need to make enough money for me to sell you now because you're fucking
dog.
shit, you. Yeah.
oh,
It's
that's
probably
a sad story about
dying
Sheba.
now.
Poor Sheba.
Yeah, well, she's a cunt.
It can't have been called Sheba because I think even if you put an extra, if you doubled up any of the letters in the name Sheba, you still get Sheba.
I was trying
No,
to think.
you
I was trying to think. So yeah, no, that's one thing that just bugs me is like, especially at the minute, it's a big trend online to film as if you're filming on like a really retro looking camera and stuff. And half the people posting that didn't even remember a camera phone coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I remember like my LG Chocolate and
Oh,
I had a little flip Motorola phone and stuff. And I'm like, they weren't around when it was like that, but they're like, oh, it's so cool, innit? Do you remember being back then? I'm like, you weren't even born, you little fucker. Like, shut up. It really, really annoys me. 'Cause
trying to get
I know.
involved, innit?
do you know what I mean?
know
Like,
what you're getting at.
it bugs me, like Beyblades and shit, Robot Wars, like fuck off, you don't know who Craig Charles is, or Panic Attack from Robot Wars, like, oh yeah, no, I remember that, no you don't, like, shut up, like, it really bugs me.
What's so
Fucking
weird
annoys
as
me.
well is the fact that, like, why are they going to watch it back on the DS? But it's going to be shit,
Oh, it's
innit?
awful.
It's going to be crap.
They're all
quality.
about filming on stuff like that and then posting it and it being like, oh, it looks all like nostalgic.
Oh, it's vintage and all that.
It's
No, it
vintage.
looks
It's like,
crap,
It
mate.
looks shite.
Like,
yeah, it's
yeah.
like, I get it if you lived in that time, and I'm like that. I like, you know, I like bands from before I was alive and that, but I'm not like, oh, it was so good back then, wasn't it? It's like, I don't know, I wasn't there. Like, I enjoy it, but
Yeah.
I'm not pretending I was part of it.
Yeah, I guess admiring an era.
Yeah, exactly.
And being a kind of a fan of the era.
Yeah.
But then claiming to be like, oh, that was the best.
Oh, that was the best time. Well,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, you don't know, you weren't around in the 80s.
Yeah.
Like, shut up. Like,
a lot of racism as well then, wasn't there?
Yeah.
yeah, you can't do that now.
I'm a big fan of like is it the 40s when like Peaky Blinders and that was around?
Yeah.
The 40s and things like that. And I was like, I really like that era, like the old like kind of wartime era, like people wearing suits and all shit like that. I think it's a cool looking era. But I'm not a fan of cholera.
No.
Like typhoid, things like that.
No,
I
never
think-
past that.
I think now
We're past that.
yeah, so it's like, right. Well, I want to get really era specific, and I'm gonna get myself. I'm gonna live in an iron lung. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna.
That's
what
what
is
I
it?
mean. I was like, I don't get like, it's so hard to describe, but you know what I mean. Like,
I think it's
Yeah.
hard for us lot as like 90s, noughties
Yeah.
kids that it wasn't that long ago.
No.
No, like, I
Like
remember
compared
all
to
that.
the eras that used to be celebrated were a while ago.
Yeah, like I remember
Right.
taking my homework in on a floppy disk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said that to a lad at work. He's like, "What's a floppy disk?" I was like,
Mum, give me a floppy disk the other day. Really? Yeah. So she's like, found these in the loft. I don't know if they're any use to you. 2 floppy disks. One that says photos of all the family, and the other one is Fishtoff Football Club 1992 barbecue.
You've got to buy. There's got to be something online where
I'm
you
gonna,
can.
I'm
a
gonna,
USB
I've
like
been
floppy
looking. I'm
disk.
gonna
Yeah.
get one because no, my luck, it's probably just got like my homework on it.
Yeah.
Just because it's written on
Yeah.
the disc doesn't mean that's what's actually on
No,
it. Do you
yeah.
know what I mean? But like. Yeah, she was just like, she come round, it was in a plastic wallet, like out of a folder. It's like, there you go, I've got them for you.
That's cool.
I was like, because I said to her, don't throw them, but I was
Yeah.
just like, where the fuck am I going to find a floppy
that's
disk
the
drive?
thing. Like, I remember going to some museum. There was a floppy disk in there, like one of the first Apple Macs, and I had them at school. And I'm like,
Yeah.
kids are like, oh yeah, that's so cool, isn't it? Do you remember that? I'm like, you don't remember that? Like,
Yeah.
I remember using them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's so
You
strange.
didn't remember putting your homework on it and then walking all the way to school going
yeah.
Oh, the flicking.
on that fucking metal thing?
Yeah.
I don't really know what it did, but it just made a cool sound.
it
But it was
there,
just to
wasn't it?
protect it. That pulled back like
Yeah.
like a disc foreskin as
Yeah.
you put it in the drive, and then it can read the disc inside.
Makes sense.
Beyond my
The disc
time,
spam
mate.
round. I
Yeah.
forget it's a disc in there. You're
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
You used to be able to
yes.
get 7.5 inch
I never saw one of them.
floppy disks that were like literally
Wow.
fucking
What could they hold? 3 megabytes.
Floppy disk
it's
XL.
daft like that as well.
That's the mad thing now is that used to hold our homework, whereas now, like the micro SD cards we film on are like literally like that. Like they're
Yeah.
tiny.
Yeah.
Same like your SIM card.
You can get
Yeah.
movies
An
on
old style SIM card's massive.
What's
Whereas
that?
now it's literally just a chip. innit?
47 terabytes that
Yeah,
old
it's
now.
like-
I've spoke about it
It's
before,
nuts.
but it blows my mind because it's like we just accept.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like it's got loads of space on that.
Yeah, literally.
Where is the space?
Yeah.
Where actually
Where?
physically is it? Oh,
Yeah.
you can fit loads more ones and zeros on that. What do you mean? Like,
Well,
what? Where are you putting it? Oh, yeah, it was just what we've done is we've done technology, and now
No.
that holds loads, but it still gets full up.
yeah. It's
What
mad.
do you mean it gets full up? Like, fill up with what? Like, what are you putting and where are you putting it?
And just stringing something.
I don't want it.
Irritates me.
He's right. He
That's
is
full.
right.
then-
That's full. That no, it's a piece of it's a little bit of plastic. What do you mean it's full? It's not a cup.
Why can't you tell it it's got more space as well? It's full. All right, well, you're bigger now.
Get it? Like,
Just tell it.
Yeah, 'cause it's the same size as if you bought a bigger one. So what's different in it?
Yeah.
exactly. Oh well, that's got what? I don't know the answer to that question. Yeah.
I mean, I've just kind of gone, when you've told me about this before, I've gone, well, you know, it's obviously, you know, it's science. But then, like, a micro
same
SD
size.
card is the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
And they've just written on it, that's a terabyte, that one.
Yeah, literally.
No, it's 512, that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've
And you
got
just
some
like-
that are massive and some that are just like 2 gig, but
Yeah.
they're the same size. So what's bigger about it? Like, what's
You
different?
press a button on a screen and something comes up and it goes, well, if it's got 50 photos on that and that's like fucking 13 meg. I don't know what that means, but it's like, right, well, it's that big screen size, isn't it? Is it a physical thing? Oh no, it's just it just makes the pixels all the different colours on your fucking screen. So then obviously it reads it and then it says, yeah, it's this photo, and then like, fine.
You just have to nod and accept it, don't you? Let's be honest. Yeah. It's
Innit?
weird.
Yeah.
They don't,
really
they
weird.
don't get it, and we all just go, yeah, good, got that one, mate.
It's like the quantum mechanics. Like when it gets
no.
smaller, like it gets fucking to a
Don't
quantum
open him
level.
up to that.
That's words I've never heard of.
I just clean cars.
I just send people money for nothing.
Just because Dave's just brought it up, I was joking with my 3 megabytes, but it says on there, was it the largest capacity floppy disk in terms of storage was the 3.5 inch 2.88 megabyte
Yeah.
Wow.
extended
Mate.
density or erectile dysfunction disk.
You used to get actual full PC games on floppy disk.
That's
Yeah.
mental.
I
isn't
had
it?
a
What kind of
James
PC
Bond-
game is that?
I had a James Bond shooter for the Amiga on floppy disk.
Amiga, man.
Amiga,
Oh,
that was a fucking
Yeah, see, stuff
belter.
like that. There's a lad at work, and he's in his 40s. He likes old video games, but it's because he used to play them back then. And I understand that because it reminds him of being a kid.
Yeah.
Like, fair enough, but not if you're trying to pretend.
No,
That's
I
like-
The best present I ever got, going back to retro kind of things, was the Game Boy printer and the Game Boy camera.
Yeah, boy.
Insane when I got that for Christmas. It blew my mind. And my mum and dad didn't really earn a lot, but that to me was just insane. And having that little ball camera that spun around it, I was like, what do you mean I can have my face in a game? And you had like little juggling.
There was a juggling. Oh,
and your face, and you did.
It was sick. It was just your fucking 8-bit head on this fucking.
And you took 3 images because you had it was either like front on, or you're happy, or you're sad, and it like changed.
Bowling does that now, doesn't it? You take all the photos and
Hollywood
there's just some
bowling.
mad shit happening in there.
I remember that blowing my mind as a child.
And then you could print it off.
The printer.
Even then, like, we had an iToy on PS2.
Oh,
I think
incredible.
Yeah.
Cleaning windows. Oh, best thing.
Yeah.
I used to go to my mum's at a weekend and play that with my brother for hours. I used to love it, and it was shite. But it was great fun at the time. You know what I mean? But now your phone takes a picture of your face, and you can do shit on here. It's like mental.
Yeah. Well, happy to send that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
What's next on the list, mate?
What, that hate?
Yeah.
It's like just switched off for a minute.
I don't know the way you looked at me.
I don't know really. I don't hate a great deal. I don't like.
If you've got things you want, this is all about the world building. So if it's just, if you want, we can dance around it.
I don't know because I don't like a lot, but I don't know really. I don't like a great deal of things. I don't like people at work.
Yeah.
I tell you what I don't like is like people that think they're special that aren't. Like just dickheads.
That's why he looked at me like that.
Like,
what do I hate?
people who think they're more important than you, like they think they're your manager or something, but they're not. They're just like, it's like, mate, just fucking sit down, shut up, like carry on. You know what I mean? How do you describe that?
Like
Arrogant people.
Yeah, arrogance. Can you get rid of that? Can I put that in a box?
Yeah.
Arrogance. Fuck arrogance.
Yeah.
I can be arrogant sometimes, I think.
Yeah.
I'm in the box.
Don't know what you're talking about, mate.
What about things you want to you like and want to keep and
I like
champion?
pizza.
Yeah.
Love pizza.
Yeah. Good
What's
shout.
your worst pizza?
Oh, that's the
worst. Everybody talks about the favourite.
Yeah.
Talk about the worst.
Good question. Good question.
Worst one you've ever had.
That's hard.
One where
I'll tell you what. No, I do fucking know. And it's closed down now. It was 3 Joe's, was it? It was a sourdough pizza.
I got food poisoning from there.
Is that the one in Lincoln?
Shite. It's not anymore. It's
Well,
gone.
I went there once and I was like, that's crap.
Yeah,
Like,
it was awful.
Like, yeah.
I remember sitting there for a meal and we went with some friends and I sat there and I was like, this is lovely. I was like, it was just not good.
Yeah.
I think it's because it's sourdough. I don't really like sourdough. Maybe that's what it was, but...
See, I do, to be fair. I rated the pizza, but I was ill for 3 days afterwards.
that's not good.
You've been
Not real
to, what's the new one next to Keto?
Liberty Slice.
Liberty
Yeah,
Slice.
yeah, go on that.
Best pizza in the world.
Is it really?
Honestly,
Liberty
I'm going
Slice,
after it.
really?
100%. Yeah. Because if you've I've been to New York twice now, and one thing I went for was pizza because I fucking love pizza, and I think the New York pizza is like the best. And to be fair, that is the closest you can get to pizza in New York without being in New York.
I've seen
Yeah.
2 people from New York say that about Liberty
Yeah.
Slice that have come and tried it at the Hatch and gone.
I can't wait to try
Honestly,
that.
it's really good because I think the guy as well, he actually asked some of the pizza places in New York, he's like, what recipe do you use? What cheese do you use? How do you cook it? And he's literally brought that here, copied the exact recipe, the way they cook it, everything. And it is spot on. I ate it first time, I was like, well, fuck me, that's good.
Is it
I was
like by the slice type thing?
Yeah, that's the other thing I like as well. It's
They're
like
massive slices, aren't they?
What are you looking for one of them then?
$3.95 or something for a cheese one.
It's 25 quid for the whole pizza.
And they're 20
And
inch.
it's fucking
It's
big. Killer, man.
massive. Yeah, like I bought 2 slices and I was good with 2 slices. Like I was a good little snack, but like I did want to buy a 20-inch pizza the other day.
I like
Alright,
that
let's
though
go on.
because you can just go, I've had one and be like, I want another one, and then you could like get halfway through that and be like, I'm not bothered now. But then like you haven't bought the old,
You haven't bought more than you
you
need.
do it by your hunger.
Well, they're not like stupidly like thick, are they?
No,
They're like
it's just
quite thin
nice little
bases.
thin-
That's what I
floppy.
like. I like thin base.
Yeah.
I am a thin boy.
I like both. I like thick or thin.
Baby.
But I do like either. But I do think that pizza is just unreal. Honestly,
Yeah.
it is. It is.
I'll
so
give it a
good.
go.
There is talks of him coming on the show.
I'll get him
sound.
to. Can I sit next to him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just lick it.
Can I eat pizza with him?
Suck him off.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I love it.
Yeah, well, pizza is...
Yeah, that's a gotta go then.
Yeah.
What
What else, mate?
Monster, if Monster are watching, please, I'm still drinking this. I must drink like 3 cans of Aussie lemonade every day. I'm gonna die soon, please. So Aussie lemonade's there. That's the best thing in the world.
I agree with that.
I would say if they manage to make it not the fucking worst for you in the world, because there's that's like people say like that's worse than like having a line of coke. Man.
Yeah,
like it's supposed to be like honestly, like smoking's apparently not as bad nowadays as Monster energy drinks. It's supposed to be fucking what
is it like chemicals or is it like just health effects?
Health effects, man. Like, it'll fucking take years off your life. It's supposed to be real bad. I'll still have them because I'm an addict and I like things that I like to abuse myself. But I'm like,
but bad for you.
It's just annoying, man. Yeah.
That was an interesting thing that Dean in the last episode brought, and he said about like cigarettes that like cure cancer.
Yeah.
So you could kind of go down that route with a Monster. And go, right, this is like, it's like a health elixir, hangover cure.
Yeah.
It's like, makes you the fucking strongest you can be.
But like, so say like onto my next thing as well. Same thing with that then. Like, I think anyone should be able to like anything they like. Like, say you like want to collect stamps and you're really happy collecting stamps. Fucking you collect stamps, lad. Like, you do that.
Well, shut up about it.
But yeah, don't tell me. But like, just do what you want. I think so many people criticise people nowadays for doing like different things. I think it's getting better, but like, I think anyone should be able to do anything they want without being criticised. Like, if you want to fucking do that, you fucking do that, lad. You know what I mean? Like, you crack on.
There's a bitter irony with our show because we're an advocate of that. But then we dedicate a whole half an hour or most of the show to going, I don't like these sort of people piss me off.
Yeah.
I fucking hate these people.
But then that's also a opinion where we're allowed to think that. We're not saying that that's fact. We're not saying those people are evil and then they need to be shot or like maimed or like
unless they've got a goatee.
Unless if you've got a goatee, I will inflict so much pain on you if I was allowed.
He's dying on that hill.
Like you can have a goatee, but I'll stab you. You've got to know that will happen. And you're all right with that. What? I ain't got a goatee, you fucking nonce. It's not a goatee.
That's not a goatee?
No, do you know what a goatee is? It doesn't connect at the sides. That is not a goatee.
So has Jack got a
goatee
is that a goatee?
Well, yeah, because it's connected to the sides.
But is that a beard?
I'm scared.
Yeah.
I'm glad I ain't come on with a goatee, to be fair.
I think
I can't wait until there is.
I'll go shave that next week.
Honestly, I'm going to surprise you one day. I will do it as well. I'll just have a full-on goatee.
Yeah, but then you've just shot yourself in the face, haven't you? Because then you look like the nonce.
Yeah, but what we should do next time I'm on, we'll not tell Sharpie, but we'll all have a goatee.
Yeah,
and I'll be like, I hang around with people on a register now. Look, a loser, look what we've done. We all look like cunts now.
We'll all come on with goatees.
Do you want to do that, mate? You do that.
Because then I'm going to have to sit for the whole show with a fucking goatee.
You don't want to go near schools anymore, then that's your
We'll all come on with
choice.
goatees and Sharpie will look no different to the rest of us.
You come with the goatees, I'll bring in a fucking goat, mate. That's not a goatee, and that's pissing me off now. You wound me up now.
We'll come on with good goatees and Sharpie will look like the only person who can't grow one.
Why would you want to grow
He's the
one?
one that can't look like a paedophile.
That's
and
like
he's the loser.
That's like saying I really want to grow hair in my eyeballs, man. I really wish I
That'll be the
could.
most interacted episode, and all the comments will be Sharpie's goatee shit, innit?
We've all got goatees. It's like wrestling.
Comments on our videos.
No, but of all the things, that'd be it, wouldn't it? The one fucking thing we're just like, oh, this is a lol.
It's like you got a goat without a bridge.
Yeah, and that's
It's a
what
goatee
makes it
without legs,
close.
isn't it?
It's close, but it's not a goatee, man. It's a moustache and that thing.
You're showing the light. You're teetering on the
You're
edge.
You're dancing on the paedophilia.
You're flirting with it.
I can't be a dancer.
It's nearly a goatee. It's just a goat. It's just a. It's not got the T. It's just the.
You haven't got the T. That's good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You got a goat.
Nearly a paedophile, just don't fuck kids.
Not sexy enough.
Yeah, at least you don't waggle your dick at him, eh?
Yeah.
I'll do that. Why not?
Chung told us earlier about how he waggled his penis in front of his whole family, just because he thought it'd be funny.
His family, though, I don't like being naked.
Not at all.
Not really. No, don't like being naked.
See, I like it.
feel
I'm a big
vulnerable?
fan.
I feel so vulnerable.
I'm a bit like that.
Like even if I'm in bed, like I've got pajamas on, I'm a bit like that. Even we're like, right, so we're off to a wedding. Complete tangent. Off to a wedding this weekend. and we're staying in a lodge with 2 other couples. Never met them. There's a hot tub there. But he's like, just go in the hot tub and make friends with their boyfriends. I'm like, that means I've got to get naked and show my nipples.
Yeah, so
I'm like, I don't want to do that.
Realistically, what it is right, to make friends, go have a bath with them.
Yeah, literally.
How we did it as kids.
Go have a bath with them 2 blokes and you'll be fine. It's like, oh, thank you.
You'll get talking.
Not
mate.
with strangers though.
It worked as kid, yeah. Just get in the bath. Go swimming. Swimming
tubs
parties.
is the-
You don't get them no more.
Hot tubs is the
Swimming parties
weirdest
fucking
thing to me with
messy.
strangers.
See, I love a hot tub, but yeah, like I
With
love
strangers, I'm like,
If it was just me and Courtney, I'd be like, she wouldn't get in it anyway. I'd just be sat there with a little beer, just chilling, you know what I mean, on the decking. But now I've got to sit there with 2 blokes, acting a bit like manly, being like, oh, mate, and like, I'm not that person. I
kiss
this
them.
It's just.
Yeah.
I'll get nervous. I would kiss him. I think.
I'll touch him. I'll brush his knee or something. Like, you're like, that's good.
Just say
What should
it.
you do? Like, are you hard as well?
No, just say it. And what's wrong with your nipples? Then just leave.
I'm not getting in with that. Look at his nipples, Courtney.
Yeah,
I'm not
oh
getting
my
in with
God.
them.
That's just. Yeah, I just don't like being naked. No, I don't like being
See,
naked.
you say about you feel the most vulnerable. Arguably, I assume that means because you're like you're susceptible to attack. Do you mean?
Well, like, imagine someone chasing you down the street, right?
Yeah.
And you're bollock naked. There's nothing worse.
Think
because-
about
Nobody's
it.
chasing you down the street. If
Nobody's attacking a naked man.
Yeah.
Nobody
You
is
pull
going to
your
get
pants down, any conflict, they're going to be like, whoa.
This
I
guy's weird.
misjudged
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, to be fair, I've always
Exactly.
thought that. In a fight, just act a bit gay.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, what are you doing, mate? And just be like, just get your willy out and that.
Give me a kiss.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're
My
not
favourite
gonna-
one
That could backfire so hard.
It
though,
could.
to one person.
And then you get sucked off.
Exactly.
I'm not really gay, shit. It's not gone how I wanted it to
This is
go.
actually all right.
I'm confused.
My favourite one is if someone starts getting aggy with you, just say, "Are we fucking or fighting?" Either way, I'm getting naked.
Yeah. It's like,
And then they start going,
yeah.
"Oh, don't worry about it, mate."
He's got to go. You stay away from that film.
Yeah, that's the biggest deterrent.
Yeah.
So, anyway, being naked, I just don't like it.
Yeah. I used to feel. I always used to sleep naked, but then
I hope you didn't.
I still do. I always sleep naked, but then I started thinking, and I always used to think, like, if I went down to get a drink, I would like put my trousers on or whatever. Because I think, in case I got to like defend myself,
Yeah, no,
for whatever
yeah.
reason, I'm like, I'm ready to go. And then now I just happily stride down the stairs through the
Yeah.
living room. Let's
Yeah.
fucking go.
And all them enemies that were there,
Yeah.
hanging around, they just go, oh,
They
well, he's
run
got his
away.
dick out now, so we'll just stay on the sofa.
Yeah, they run away. But it's now I'm just like, let's fucking go, because ain't nobody coming at me.
Yeah.
So I'm a big fat man with tiny penis,
There
naked.
wasn't before, though.
No, there might have been. You never know. You never know.
Yeah,
Oh, it's quite liberating being
Yeah.
naked. I feel
Yeah.
I just feel like the whole, when I'm naked, it makes me think, fucking hell, you don't have to do anything in society tells you. You can just, I don't know, I can't even fucking put it into words.
Few things.
It's just, well, no, not technically, but like, you can just be naked and then it's like, this is how we're supposed to live, man, back before work and like other things we have to do that we don't like. And you just get to be like yourself, like just the man you are.
Is this the wanking in public thing again?
It is.
Kind of the same
Kind of
vein.
on the same
Yeah.
same
Yeah.
vibe as it, where it doesn't hurt anyone to be like, oh, I'm offended, he's naked. Why?
You're
Why?
really advocating for this.
Yeah,
I
but-
think you should start a Instagram campaign about it.
Yeah.
Picture you naked and
Yeah.
like let the cocks out.
But literally,
Yeah, I
like,
mean, like,
you know, like if women are
billboard.
breastfeeding and stuff, then that's fine, that's cool. And nobody gets offended by that. But if there was a wang out, everyone starts crying about it.
Not many people want the milk of a penis, though, do they?
Quite a lot of people
Like
do.
on
That's
the-
why
on
we're
the bus.
overpopulated, to be honest.
I think you need to try going to a nudist place. Because it's halfway between a swingers club and normal world, isn't it?
I'd rather
Yeah,
go to
'cause-
swingers club, to be fair. More food.
No, but if you just...
More food. If there's a good buffet, I'm there.
Listen,
Yeah,
I
not
feel
this
like
again.
I feel like nudists are going to have a better buffet than the swingers, you know.
No, because they're
They're more
like beaches
attentive
and
to
that.
the
There's no
food.
food on a beach, just sand.
Yeah. You don't want sandy
Yeah.
sandwiches either.
Nah.
But no, you're all right. You go to the gym and that. You look good naked.
Yeah.
How do you know?
Well, I've seen him naked all the bloody time. He's always naked.
Through his windows.
Yeah. It was like, I don't
Just
know. I
outside
feel like
Lisbon,
if I get in this, you know, I'm a little 30 now, I've got a little overhang, little coney titties and that. It's like...
Yeah. You're collecting a couple of chins, boy, aren't you?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, my mum said, right, she hadn't seen me for a few months, and I see her at Christmas, she went, oh, you're putting on a bit of weight, aren't you? It's like, you cheeky fucker.
Mums don't care, man.
Mums
do not give a
shit.
Mums will just rip into
Yeah.
you.
And honestly, I'm so
you're
like
fat.
conscious now, because like this builder coming as well, he hadn't seen me, he went, you know, you put some pounds on, kid. I was like, I'm so fat now. I'm like, yeah, no, it's bad. But yeah, you're all right because you look all right naked. But
Yeah,
like, I
do,
don't know, I just couldn't do it. If you know.
I said it to someone the other day. I said, Sharpie's getting all ripped, eating them almonds, and he ready for going on holiday with 8 fat cunts.
I'm only getting ripped so I can dig a bigger hole in the beach.
Good shout, yeah.
Oh no, I'm just taking a JCB.
He's going to sit there with a fag on. Yeah, what is? Yeah, clear the hole, please, clear the hole.
Got to be digging. Right, should we move to the big bulk of it then?
Yes.
With our alternative options.
This is going
I
to
think
go.
we're going to have to save Sharpies for last because then if it overruns, we can just turn it off.
Right.
Can't do that,
Because he hadn't prepped anything until Corey walked through the
and
door.
he didn't read it. And you know one other thing when it specifically said, keep it short so we don't overrun.
Yeah.
I didn't read any of it, so I didn't get that
so
bit.
even when
either.
he was like told about what was on the plan, he went, I still won't read it.
No. 8 slides.
I thought I heard Corey guest episode. Easy.
Yeah, but if
Yeah.
you read the instructions, it helps. But that's one thing we can work on, isn't it? As a-
Yeah.
We'll bring that
So-
up.
To be fair, I didn't understand until I stood outside chatting to you lot, and I was like, right, that kind of makes sense now.
Yeah.
Now I've kind of had to just make up in my head. So.
So for those listening and watching at home, what we do with alternative options is I kind of pitch to the lads, this is something that's all right in the real world, but we want to change it and kind of make it perfect for Utopia. What we're doing this week is a utopian cinema. So do you want to go first, Corey?
Can do.
Well, what about Jack, Corey?
Yeah, good Jack. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So you wanna go
Easy.
yours? Have you got visual aids?
No visual aids, so just
Okey-dokey.
purely descriptive.
Okay.
Well, you know, I've sort of thought I'll just go through it and see what would make it better. How could I make the current cinema experience better?
That's what we've got to do.
And my number one takeaway was what is my biggest annoyance within a cinema as it stands at the minute? And my biggest annoyance is everybody else.
I like you thinking. We're
So,
probably the same thing.
I think a cinema with just me. Basically, my living room.
So not this again.
My living room, but
Fuck's
massive.
sake, man. Right, so we're supposed to do this.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I know that, like, you're just going to go, well, we've followed the fucking brief and all that fucking
Yeah.
shit, right? The answer, there's no point us doing this feature if the answer every time is like, just get rid of it, I'll do it at home.
Watch my telly.
Yeah, like, you can't. We need
Well, you
to.
can, and I am. So, get rid of everybody else. It's a single person cinema. You still go to the cinema.
It's your living room.
No, it's not, because it's the cinema. You still go to the
It's called a home cinema. They exist.
No, you still go out to the cinema because it's part of the whole cinema experience, isn't it? But
Question.
you go out, yeah,
If this was a real thing,
yeah.
you know what your attitude to it would be?
What?
If, like, say Lincoln was like, right, we've come up with this great new fucking concept. It's like a cinema, but you go out and you go, what if I said, Jack, do you fancy going and do that? What would your answer be?
I could do that at home.
I'll just stay home, mate. Don't worry about it. Just the same, innit?
All you need is a delivery from, like, the cinema so you can get an ice blast and some popcorn fresh to your door.
Yeah.
Done. That's
Sold.
that's yours.
Well,
isn't it?
Sold.
it's Uber Eats, mate.
I don't even do that. I take my own snacks. Because I think
You're there with a fucking pickled egg.
I'm paying 40 quid for an ice blast. I'll take some cocktail sausages.
Similar.
Same shit. Yeah, so cinema, you go cinema, you can still get your ice blast and everything else like you do, but rather than walking into a cinema full of loads of other people where you have to walk around the front and then they all stare at you and go, where's this prick sitting? Where's he going? Where's he going? And then you walk up the wrong one and go, oh, sorry, I got the wrong one. And then you go to the other side and then you find out, sorry, come through here, sorry, I'm going to come through, sorry. Thank you. So you have to fold your fucking bullshit seat down and then you need a piss.
I'm starting to be on board with this.
Yeah,
'cause
and you need a piss, and you can't pause it, so you have to try and figure out in this film you've never watched where you can risk
Where's the
going for a
best
piss. And then, am I going to miss anything? Am I not going to miss anything? And then you have to get up. You think, right, I'm going. No, not now. We'll go in a minute. I'm going now. No, we're going. No, this is good bits. And then you eventually you go, and you have to get up, and you have to go. I'm sorry, can't compare, sorry, can't compare, sorry about that. And then you go down and you walk round and everyone's watching you walk off, going, that twat's going for a piss, winding me up, walking across the screen, cock.
Why is that there?
Because you just think,
Oh, he's naked again.
yeah. He's got to go naked again. And then you have to come back, and then you get back in and you go, sorry, and sit down. And then you sit down, and then you watch the rest of your film, and then you go, what's going on? I missed that bit. Let me go for a wee. Because you can't pause it, none of that shit.
You got made boy next to you. Shh.
Yeah. There's always people going, shh, or rustling the fucking... I know what I've brought. The loudest food I can find.
Nachos.
Yeah, the nachos, because I'm a fucking dickhead. Yeah, every man have nearly got it, but I still don't get the fact that you have to walk around the front. I would just let people in from the back, man.
The worst part about Everyman is the fact they've gone for the full fucking, like, right, it's proper food we do here. I'm like, that's great. But the table is like...
Yeah.
It's about that big.
The table's this big, and you have to eat it all in the pitch black. I've never seen anything I've eaten at Everyman.
You also have to share the table.
Yeah.
What's annoying as well is the first time I went there, they were like, yeah, they do food service, there's tables and that. And then I sat in the chair, I was like, where's the table? And they're like, it's there. Like, that's an armrest. It's not a table.
That's a large armrest.
And I was like, oh, it comes in like a bag. I was like, no, it comes with a full fucking thing. And
Yeah.
when the plate is bigger than the table, someone's...
The
not
one
that
thing
big,
they've
is
got
it?
right there is the fact that the little pizzas they do are the same size as the armrest.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's like well thought out engineering.
Half the amount
But
of pizza,
where do I
twice
put-
the amount of money.
Yeah, where do I put everything else?
Yeah. But then you'd think the table would move, because the table's just in the way enough for you to not be able to use the armrest properly, but not in the way enough for you to use it as a table. So it's like neither in or there, is
that,
it?
man. Like,
So you have to either eat like this, and then you go to put your arm down, you're like, oh, I can't, because there's a table in the way. So I have to kind of go around it.
Everyone's shit. Fuck. I used to love it. I think I've been sold a lie.
That's the only downside
Yeah.
I will say about
It would have
everyone.
been a great idea. Do you remember, like, in cars, on the back of a seat, pull down table?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Why didn't they do that?
Yeah. Let you in from the back, pull down table. That's all you need to do.
What's a better idea is a pneumatic, like, you shove the floor and it comes up and it just opens out into a picnic table. And then what you can do is piss it. If anyone's pissing you off behind you, you can just shut their table with all their food on it.
Yeah, have that, bastard.
So you get in there as well.
Yeah. But
That
yeah,
solves your problem.
there we go. But yeah, it just fucking winds me up. Everything about cinema.
So you can do it at home.
No, don't do it. I'm still go to the cinema, but it's like a one-person room, and you can just watch the
So
film.
lonely.
You pause it when you want. You go for a piss when you want, and no people in there aren't annoying the fuck out of you. Yeah,
Question/solution to your problem.
yeah,
I think you do it already,
yeah.
but you just don't spend as much time. Just carry on watching films, but on the toilet, because you've got everything you need.
Good
Go
shout.
to your bathroom, Netflix, off you go.
Exactly.
Why do that? Got projector. Put projector on in the bathroom. In the bathroom. Yeah.
The whole wall.
Yeah. The best thing I've ever done is I stayed in a hotel once that had a TV in the wall above the bath.
Oh, wow.
So I had a bath.
So like that on the ceiling.
No, in the wall at the foot of the bath. So I had the bath. Honest to God, it was the best thing I've ever done in my life. I had a bath. I was a bit pissed as well. And it was 2-for-1 cocktails. So I had 2 cocktails on a bath bridge in the bath watching cops. It was fucking
I
sick.
love
That sounds incredible.
that.
Watching
but-
fucking police interceptors. Oh,
Yeah.
best time of my life.
Little bowl of port scratchings.
Yeah, what a time to be alive.
Smash it.
Yeah.
Right, Corey.
So mine's a little less sad, really, because I like people being in there. It gives it a bit more atmosphere.
I
You know what I
don't
mean?
they
So
annoy me.
You're wrong.
I'm thinking more. Yeah, go from the back. That's a good idea. Go from the back. Yeah.
Sorry, another little question.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
So you know when you walk
What do you mean?
in and you have to go around the front of everyone, and then you're effectively
Yeah.
stood in front of the seat at the screen, going, "Oh, if I'm
You've got to look up at everyone.
I'm
Coming
from
from
the
the
back, and everyone is like looming
Everyone
over
do
you.
that.
Do they?
Huh?
I've only been once.
Yeah, I think they do.
I've had a side approach and a rear approach at the Everyman.
Naughty.
And that's
And
before
they
I
do, to be
watched the
fair.
film.
They do.
I've been both
Yeah.
times.
I'll allow it. I'll
Yeah.
allow it.
I know
But
what you mean
Odeon,
now.
Yeah.
Odeon, like you have
Yeah,
to walk around
you
the front,
come-
and then you stood there, and everyone's
You're
like,
like,
"What are you doing?"
Yeah.
Because the TV screen's shining on, there's just all these heads just staring at you. It's just
yeah,
like,
you're being judged.
Yeah.
yeah. So I think, coming from the back, I do like the fact that they've got the sofas, but I think what I'd do, because I like everyone being in the room, I think it gives a bit more atmosphere. You can hear people. I quite like the little rustling in the chat, and it gives it, I feel like I'm out. It's an occasion.
Yeah.
I think maybe put speakers on the ends of the sofa so you can hear the film.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But you can still kind of in the atmosphere. I do think what they should do is when you pay for your cinema ticket, you should have, that should include food. I don't know if it does that every man.
No, you buy the food extra.
I think if you pay, that's the only thing I think with the cinemas sometimes.
Like all-inclusive?
Yeah, like an all-inclusive deal, because it's a bit expensive. If you went and spent 25 quid, I wouldn't mind if you got a Tango Ice Blast and you got a pizza and whatever else. And if you had a little like ticket number on your chair and you could choose when in the film it comes. If you want it half hour in, 45 minutes in, an hour in, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that'd be better, because then you could
That's
be like...
a shout.
The only thing is with that, though, no, there's a flaw in my plan, because then you're going to get dickheads fucking wandering around, aren't
I've
you?
got a solution.
Yeah?
So I went to go see a comedy show, and I was thinking, I really want food, but I don't want to miss anything. And I thought about like little shoots.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Or like 5 of them that go around, and they just drop pizzas to you, or and a shoot that just comes around, and you order on a like little iPad or something, and then a mechanical shoot, not a drone because they're loud, like zzz, you can't do that.
Yeah,
but maybe like a silent shoot or something,
like a zip line.
Imagine if you could
a
order it to
zip
other
line, and then it
people's
just
tables.
goes seat number 7, and it goes, zzz, you see it coming across.
Easiest way, you know when like James Bond is down to, or a villain is there descending from the roof to steal the jewels.
There's a woman above you.
Getting lowered down.
Got your pizza.
It's the man with the pizza.
It's on a bit of string.
Just building on that,
Yeah.
Wallace and Gromit. Wallace in the wrong trousers with his little helmet upside down on the wall. And he can use the little grabber out of his helmet, scrunch up a pizza like that, and then drop it to you. And it's just a Slate Wallace doing a bit of that.
Hello, sir, I've got your food. So yeah, no, that's a good one. But the shoot idea is good. Imagine if you could order it to other people's tables. You could like shoot a taco at your mate or something.
Fucking spoons.
Choose how quick it hits him as well.
Yeah.
Like, he's a cunt. Fucking fire it.
Taco, 100 mile an hour, seat C7.
Yeah.
Turn into battleships.
Just watch it from the other side of the It'd be just funny,
Like a
wouldn't it?
fucking taco mortar strike.
I can imagine there'd be loads of arguments though. Imagine if you punched in the wrong number or something. And you're just like, hey, I ordered that. You didn't.
You didn't, mate.
That's mine now.
Yeah, this is my
Prove
chair. It's like
It's like
turf
Yo
wars on.
Sushi, if you've ever seen that, and it goes on the little train track, and it comes round, and it's in that. I love that shit. And it stops outside, and you think, oh, that's mine, and they don't stop, and you're like, see you later.
So you just go.
Yeah.
That's a good point. People could just put their finger in
I'm
stuff.
not a fan of that shit.
Anyway,
The train has decided.
But yeah, no, I think sofas need to be reclining sofas. You need plenty of room. Get comfy. I do think maybe have an optional blanket basket next year. I do like a blanket when I watch a film.
Yeah.
I do think you'd need some kind of speakers. Although you are with other people, it's nice to hear you film properly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you'd need room like that. I definitely think that your food should be included with your ticket. If it was my cinema, you get your food included with the ticket. Say £25, you get a little meal, you get a drink, and everything comes. Then you can just enjoy the film on your own sofa, put your feet up, get your blankie on, and you sit watching the film. You can hear it, but you're still with everyone else. Do you know what I mean? I think that's the best way to do it.
Apparently the one in Newark, what's the one in Newark? Apparently they've got like full recliners. That's supposed to be really good.
Like
Yeah.
Odeon Lux. I want to watch The Gentleman.
Yeah.
In one of those, they're pretty good, to be honest with you. They are.
Just a quick side question. You guys ever done like a cinema experience, just gone on your own?
No, I don't like going anywhere on my own.
No.
I was scared.
I've been to the cinema on my own. I like it. You're with other people, just you're just on your own kind of thing.
It's something that I think it's become like a weird thing to do when it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I've had meals on my own. I love it.
Yeah,
I'd love
good,
to
man.
try
Yeah,
that.
it's
I'd love
Try
to
it.
do that. Yeah.
Treat yourself.
I'm down for that. I do that. Like,
I
Look around.
yeah.
I would, but Courtney would think I'm having an affair. She'd be like, why are you going for a meal on your own? I'd be like, just fancy some time on my own. She'd be like, what are you doing? I'm like,
With who?
Yeah.
I don't think you need to turn somebody down to do it. Like, are you not meaning like if you wanted to go out for some tea and nobody else was there to go for some tea, you're not going like, oh, there's all these people who want to go out for a meal. You're not coming.
No, just on your own, like with no mates.
Yeah,
but you're still amongst just
like-
the general public.
Yeah.
To be fair, so we was out last night for my brother-in-law's birthday and we went to LA, and I walked down and I got there about 15 minutes before everybody else, and I walked past the Vic and I was like, I could really do with a drink. I was like, I could just nip in there and have a drink and then wait for them to get here. And instead I opted for just sitting outside LA 15 minutes because I was like, no, I can't go in there on my own.
See, I'd like
When
to
really,
do
I had a bit of a battle in my head of like, just go get a drink.
I could do it.
Yeah.
I love it. Love doing
Yeah, I'd
all
do
shit,
it.
man. I used to go Chinese buffet on my own as a hobby.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I don't think that's a hobby.
There's a bit of a sadness peppered into that, but I applaud it.
Yeah.
I think that's great.
Oh, I've got the underlying depression, but we got to laugh about it because they ain't going anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my missus says when she sees people eating on their own, she just, I think, probably empathises too much, but she makes up a really terrible backstory as to why they're alone, and then she's just like, I feel really sorry for that person. Like, she's like, his wife's died, like, his kids don't want to know him, and he's sat there.
See, actually, how it is, right? Take all that whole story, right? Put it when I'm around a big bunch of people, and it's the same story. Oh no, his wife's died. Well, we'll console him. I'm like, can everyone just fuck off? I was having a great Chinese until you cunt showed up.
Yeah.
No, I do like. I like being on my own sometimes.
I love it. I love it. I get
do
high
like
off
it.
that
Sometimes if I've had just a wander somewhere, I just like walking on my own, even no music, nothing, just listening to the world. Just nice, isn't it? Just,
I used to be a bit more like you say, wait outside for people to come, but I'm embrace it a bit more now. I think it's good for everyone to have that.
Yeah.
I'm a bit envious of you for like the fact that you can kind of just
I just like
do stuff.
just
things, ballsy, just on your own and naked and eating shit. And
just
doing
be
what you want.
naked in Chinese, mate.
With his
getting arrested,
wanking in the noodles. You get it all,
There's a lot of police about today. They're all here.
What is the charge?
A Chinese meal.
Eating a naked Chinese meal.
Great experience.
Everyman plus.
Everyman plus. I just think everyman, but it could be better. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Tweak properly.
That's definitely.
Yeah, man.
Go on then, Sharpie.
I've come up with it like 20 minutes ago. It's basically, I've called it Film in Your Head. So we go to slide 1, please.
So for everyone,
right. So basically, what happens
You'll have
is,
to look up there.
like, I want the whole cinema experience, but I don't want no cunt anywhere near me, or to know that there's people even in the vicinity of me because they fuck me off. So basically, this is it's like a box. It's a whole cinema style, but you.
Oh, is that literally your head in a box that looks like a cinema?
Yeah, pretty much. Like, and then you look at it like that, and we've got an outside view.
Sorry
on slide.
to just interrupt. Just for those that are on the listening, that are on the audio, jump to the video. We'll do our best to explain the images, but they're not really something that can be explained. Take it away.
Sound. Anyway, so basically it's called Film in Your Head. So basically you put your head in a box and it's like a cinema, except it's got everything that you need. That is everything without people. We have got an outside view, and slide 2, Vorney. We have a look at that, please. That's how it looks. You can be anywhere, any you can do anything that you want to do, and also watch a film at the same time. I'll be honest, I've got 6 more slides. I've forgot every single one of them, so we're going to be surprised by the next one.
Right. That, just for reference to the listeners, that's a man
in a field,
crouched in a field with a box on his head,
with no feet.
Yeah, but on the inside, he's having fun Odeon time.
On the outside, he's getting mugged.
You can sit really close to the screen. I made that one earlier. Like, so you can either be at the back.
So this is the view inside.
Yeah. Like, look how happy he is because he's real close.
Do you want me to do
the
scenes, Dave? That'd be a bit easier.
Oh yeah, you can do.
Yeah. You can be real close to it. I like sitting close to the screen because it hurts my eyes, but in a nice way.
Yeah.
We'll go to the next one. Let's have a look what we can do. This is for the snacks because obviously you ain't got your hands in the box because it's just red. So I'm thinking.
I never thought of that.
I ain't got an iMac button. Sorry.
It's all good.
Pick a mix conveyor belt. Just shovel that shit in, mate. Like you don't need to be picking out which one you want. They all go in the same
you made this all on your phone? Snapchat again. This is incredible.
Yeah, made it like 20 minutes ago.
He's sharp GPT.
You're a genius.
I'm not.
I never thought.
He said that. No.
Yeah. I never thought of not having your hands in the box until now.
No, you don't have your hands in the box. So I'm like, how am I going to get the sweets in? I'll be like, like I just get my tongue and then press a little button like that. It'll be a little tongue button. I've made that up. That no, it doesn't exist.
None of this exists, thank God.
Well, so yeah, your head's in the box. You're having a great time. So it's going. You can do it anywhere. You don't need to miss the film going to the toilet. You can go to the toilet and you're still.
That's the only plus I've seen from this whole thing.
I don't know. Sweets were pretty good as well. Yeah, you can just sit on the toilet and be like, I'm still in the cinema. There's no fucking about. And then if you piss yourself or you miss, it don't matter because you don't see anyone else outside you. So fuck everyone else. The next slide, please.
What toilet is that?
If I'm out in a party, I really don't want to see anyone. I can
just watch a film.
Yeah.
This is like a cinema on the go.
Yeah. Looking at that, you blend in seamlessly as well, don't you?
No one would know.
Things, whether I blend in or not, I wouldn't care because inside I'm watching a film. Well, I don't care about what anyone else is thinking. They're all fucking ruining their lives, having drugs and fucking each other.
I'm watching a film.
I'm doing a cinema, mate.
Thing is, that lady in red's interested in you, isn't she?
I'm not interested in her, though.
She's like, what?
Yeah, that's a fucking lie.
She's like, what's this spicy character doing with a box on his head?
She looks like she wants to ask me why I've got a box on my head, and I couldn't give a fuck.
Got me sweets. She's like,
yeah, I've got my sweets on my conveyor belt. It's all fine.
I've got to warn you guys. This next one, terrifying.
I can't remember what it was.
The others have been so.
This one,
I want to know how he describes
sinister, and I need explanation.
Oh yeah. It's all right.
What is that?
Oh yeah, I'll tell you about this one. I forgot this one.
So these are the audio listeners, please put this on.
Yeah.
Obviously, you've got a fucking box on your head, haven't you? So like, and you're watching a film. So in some places, obviously, it's like film on the go, mobile. But like sometimes, if you're down an alleyway back in the 1800s and Jack the Ripper's about, that's dangerous because you are then vulnerable. So I've put some slides in there so you can just keep an eye on the outside crime happening in the world. If you want, you can just pop that back.
little peepers.
like in an exclusive club, like
Yeah, a
what's the
little bit
password?
like that, but I've made it a little bit more natural.
Natural. Nothing about this picture is natural.
Yeah, that geezer don't want to stab you though. He's like, I'm staying away from
He's a
him.
blurlet. He's running away.
Yeah, good. That's what I want. I want people to run away.
Because if you don't look like the serial killer with a fucking crate on your head and them eyes, you're like,
Eyes that are too big for your body.
That's probably because I sat too close to the film.
Yeah.
That's probably a different health risk.
You know when you always said, "Oh, don't look at that screen too long. You'll get square eyes."
Yeah.
you'll get a crate head.
Yeah, you'll get a square head. And then
The
last one is you can also smoke
While on the toilet.
where you want.
How do you get the fags in? Do you have to put them through the slot?
Do you have a tongue button for that?
That was just a hole. Little hole.
Little old
Can
fag
you
on.
imagine having a fag on the go while your head's in a box? That'd be gross, wouldn't
It's
it?
like
I
me.
think I know them toilets. Where are them toilets from? They look like a familiar toilet.
They look
I
like
don't
my
know
old
why.
work, to be honest.
Googled school toilets, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're at the cinema.
You should have done a picture of him in the cinema with it. When your missus drags you to a film you don't want to see.
Yeah.
You should see yourself.
Barbie or Oppenheimer.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Actually, no, I'm just going to put my head in a box.
That's a good idea. Everyone's just sat in the cinema, but everyone's got a box on their head and you can watch whatever film you want. So everyone's just watching different films, but
Thing is, I would
You're
like
together
that.
doing it.
I would
You're
think that'd be
together,
good, but
yeah.
the fact that it's you together doing it, I'd look and go, you fucking sack of losers. And then I'd go back to mine and put a box on my head.
Wow.
Because I don't think they'd let you smoke there. That's why I've had to go into the toilet to smoke. Yeah, I couldn't think of a name. It's called
Head in a box.
Ed film in your head. Yeah, there you are.
Well, I'm weirdly
I don't hate
impressed.
yeah, it's got pros and cons, definitely.
I don't see any cons.
Just fantastic.
The prototypes.
I made
Obviously,
the prototype. What I didn't know what we were doing half an hour ago. So the prototype is in the early days, but it's on Kickstarter.
Early stages of development.
It's on
isn't it?
Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Give me some money, please.
Film in your
You have
head.
to walk around with a power pack attached to you, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
Yeah. I know it's all powered by the box solar panel.
yeah.
You got to be outside.
Yeah.
Kinetic energy is the it's conveyor belt for the sweets that powers it and all that. It's good.
What do you reckon, producer Vaughan? Do we crown a winner or do we just move to the end of the show?
I mean, I think the winner for me, Sharkies. I can't.
Yeah,
that conveyor belt picture just nailed everything. I can't. I'm sorry, I'm biased. That was just incredible.
I don't think it's mad. It's
You
well
knocked it up
easy.
in
You just
10
get them
minutes.
off internet. Huh?
I was sat here and I was just obviously just working away. And I just, in the corner of my eye, I see him taking pictures of the side of his head. And I thought to myself, I'm not going to ask questions.
Yeah. You didn't get the right. I couldn't find the right angle to be really close to a cinema screen if it was in a box on my head. So I had to sort of improvise with that, and I had to get the angle right. And yeah, that exists now.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right, and well done, mate.
I love that.
Yeah. Head in the box. What is it?
Film in your head.
Film in your head. Well,
Sure.
yeah.
That'll do.
Cool. I'm happy, mate. It takes us to the end of the show. Well done.
Right.
He enjoyed it. I'm in shock. I'm
Yeah,
shocked.
honestly, yeah.
He enjoyed yourself.
Yeah, I love
Corey?
it. I love coming on it. It's great. Chat
Yeah?
to you boys, yeah.
Yeah,
I enjoy it.
boy.
Laughing, innit?
Do you want to tell everybody where they can find you? They probably know if they've watched the show before. but-
Instagram, Corey J. All, that's about it, really. And obviously, now I'll be on the Chemical Guys page, but other than that,
Yeah.
yeah, Instagram, that's where I am all
Are
the
you a
time.
bit of a TikToker?
No, not really. I can't really figure out Instagram. I think I'm too old.
TikTok, do you mean?
TikTok.
You know, I can't work out TikTok. Is that what you mean?
You said
you said
Instagram.
Oh, no, I know Instagram.
He's definitely too old. He
You went,
doesn't
no,
know.
I
Yeah,
can't
no.
work out Instagram. I'm on Instagram.
No, I can't work TikTok out.
been a
I
long
don't
day,
get
mate,
it. Yeah.
Yeah. You got your drumming page as well.
Yeah, I don't really use it often, but yeah, Corey J Drums. I post every so often. Sometimes I play drums on it, and if not,
Yeah.
I'm just in the shed playing drums. So yeah.
When you're kicking off your pizza thing.
Honestly, so many people have asked me to do that pizza podcast. I get messages every day being like, "Are you doing this podcast? You doing this podcast?" I am. It's just I'm trying to catch up. I'm just trying to change jobs, get myself sorted. I've got ordered all the signs and everything else. And once it's up and running, it'll be really good. And we'll have to get you boys on because it'll be
So, man.
that'd be a sick little show.
It's
to
like
do.
the opposite to our podcast because we do it consistently and nobody asks for it.
Yeah. That is so true.
Whereas you've got loads of people asking for it and not doing it. Fucking spot on. Yes. Not one person has asked for this.
No,
Not a single person.
5.5 years.
If anything, all they do is go,
Take my £3.
and spin me again. Or, if anything, all they do is go, oh, you're still doing that?
Yeah.
Still ploughing on.
Nobody ever asks for more, do they?
No.
Yeah, no.
Shove it
so-
down their throats.
Yeah.
Oh, I like it. I'm proud of you boys. I wish I was this consistent. I'm not consistent with anything.
Oh, that comment. I wish I was this consistent. That's you're trying, lads. You're trying, boys.
You're
No, I think it's
consistent if
good.
nothing else. God loves a trier.
It's interesting, isn't it?
Oh, well, yeah.
Oh,
Anyway.
well, yeah, on that note, if you've enjoyed today's show, if it's your first time here, stick around. Maybe put in a comment below that you want a bit more of us.
That's what we promise.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, don't forget to like, share and subscribe and all that. Subscribe to us on YouTube if you can. We're on the old push for that sort of shit. Review us on the podcast platforms. Follow us on social medias at Utopia Project Pod. Join the Discord, join the Patreon, support the show and grab some bloody merch.
Yes.
tppod.com. Thank you very much.
You're
Corey?
very welcome. Very welcome. I'll be back again, I'm sure.
Marvellous.
It's a pleasure.
I've been Chunky T. Thank you very much for coming along.
I've been Jack Magic. We'll see you on the flip side.
I'm the permanent Sharpie, permanent as always, and I'll go put your fucking head in a box or something. I don't give a fuck what you do, to be honest. Anyway, I do like you, to be honest, audience.
Done?
Yeah.
This has been the Utopia Project. Goodbye!
Twats.
It's weird that they don't come back.
Welcome to Utopia, please make yourself at home.
It's the only place on earth where you can bitch and moan.
There's something here for everyone to make you feel quite great. Just as long as we've already let it through our gates. This is our dreamland, this is Utopia, yet another.